What's up, Hippo lovers? Clash of the TheViper flying in this weekend. We will have another show match. Mbl+Hera playing against LaaaaaN+miguel. Best of 5 coming our way. We will start off with Dorado. Chaos Pit River, Golden Hill, and Coast to Mountain will come our way if we go into game number 5. Hidden Pixiv, no repeat here, and let's take a look what they have in store for us. Action will start pretty quickly because we are starting already in Feudal Age. And we are starting with medium resources, 500 wood, 500 food, 300 gold, and 30 stone with this mod. No Stonewalls or stone gates in Feudal Age allowed, slinging only in Imperial Age. And civilizations are Chinese, kind of expected, because you just have more villagers instantly working quite nicely. And also Persians, 50 more food, 50 more wood, and TCs work faster in Feudal Age, so you will get more villagers in the long run. Chinese on the other side for Miguel, stable opening here as well, and LaaaaaN wants to abuse the nice fish income and is going for the stable as well, so quadruple stable opening, something we will see a lot as well here. We are playing Dorado, which actually isn't the classic Dorado. So, Rodrigo, you're wrong. At least the first Dorado version I saw was with water on the outside. This is just an adjustment without water. And it is the more common one, we can agree on that. Mbl with a very horrible start here has the first loss without dealing too much damage. So, nice start here for Mr. LaaaaaN for sure. And, well, this will be really rough for my voice the next 4 or 5 days, because we will have constant action here game after game. Obviously everyone starting with a loom here to begin with. That's why Marion shouldn't be that good. Hera right clicking that house, wanted to finish it. And heresy indeed. I'm not wearing my shirt. Maybe I should wear it for Friday, where we'll have another show match. Oh, Hera even killing 4, and we have another kill. That was from LaaaaaN somewhere, I don't even know where. Snacking a villager here from Hera, staying very active. And another engagement. So tough to follow all the action. Miguel not getting too much done for now. Not wearing a shirt, not wearing my heresy shirt. Mbl goes for the double Bact upgrade. In the future we will have all the upgrades down below here. We won't have chat, so that we can catch all that quite nicely. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, when we have the show match on Friday, and all the other beautiful things on Saturday and Sunday coming for us. Now the first big engagement here on the side for Miguel, snacking some scouts, now runs away with the hurt ones. Mbl with quite a lot of walls here. Not more losses for him afterwards. We all know we were fighting for the gold and stone in the center here. It is Dorado, you all know it. Kind of looks weird as a generation here, that it's not our typical square shape. Okay, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Score tournament, Clash of the TheViper. COTH5 will help you out with all the information. This is just a promotion show match for that. Some aggression. No, Hera with some problems here. Well, with 4 scouts and all the villagers fighting, this should be fine for him. I'm a bit surprised how little block formation we see, and a lot of line formation at the moment. Running away here, Mbl. That's a bit surprising to me. Are those all full HP scouts? Looks like it. And 2 more scouts for Miguel. He's advancing quite nicely. LaaaaaN sitting at only 17 villagers here, so he had some idle TC apparently. The 2 Chinese players at 22, Hera at 20, so yeah. I think he should be, well, idling for 1 or 2, but maybe that's just his villager losses. Now taking another fight against Hera. This should be a better one for him. Hera forced to go back. The scouts coming over. Mbl is sending quite a bit. Miguel is regrouping here. No big 2v2 fight to be seen for now. Bloodlines. Hera the first one to get that. They see some of the armies. Could be a good fight for Miguel. Double with X for LaaaN. He takes the eco approach. Is he trying to jump under the TC? Ooh, not too sure if that's the best option ever. Fighting here, and yeah, he's just going away. Not much he can do. It is kind of tricky to see how you can advance and where you can run around with your scouts. And where you can build some more walls. Mbl, just walling some behind there. Aiming of stragglers will not be allowed. Lumbercamp at the front from Hera. A bit surprising to me, but he didn't have any other good spots here. No one really going for gold yet. Second stable by Miguel before he adds the blacksmith. Interesting. So likes to get that rolling for him for now. Scouts on back here for LaaaN, who didn't go for Bloodlines. Mbl now goes for it. So LaaaN, the guy furthest behind in that regard. And again, idle TC here for him. Now can queue up another one. Team play of Heresy, a bit questionable. But Hera and Mbl, well, I'm not too sure either way. LaaaN+miguel played a lot together with Heresy. Played the last 4v4 event as well, and now Mbl has Bloodlines, so this should be the way better fight for our Norwegian here, and LaaaN is just getting smashed. This could be a very quick game number one here. LaaaN in a world of pain, and KD now 5-10 here. That was kind of a case though, having 4 scouts out, but Mbl, he still has 6 close to full HP scouts and can be super annoying. LaaaN cannot take any engagements. Is he maybe asking Miguel to come over? No, they just had a big fight here as well, and Miguel isn't looking too pretty either. Hera getting all his upgrades, and this is seed number 2, Mbl in his tournament here, and oh, going back, LaaaN not that well prepared. Now goes for the barracks, and Mbl just staying so active here. Mbl smashing this so beautifully. 11-6 KD now. Every single scout coming out, just getting smashed down here. And well, Spearman defense won't be that great, because then Mbl can just go over and double. Meanwhile, we have the big engagement here. Hera is just smashing this quite nicely as well in range of the TC, but there are no villagers fighting this off. So we have the fight at the top as well, and it seems like Hera and Mbl just owning their respective opponents quite nicely here. Whew. Forging now by Mbl. No second. Oh, he already has the second stable as well. Continues with his aggression. 6 military for him. Everyone else was at 3. Miguel now back to 4. No blacksmith from him. Hera wants to go for the market and get some upgrades here. He plays it with 2 stables by him as well. So everyone apparently going for a second military building. Only LaaaN going for the spearman, which will be ugly for him. Miguel now with the market. And that was an X from Hera. Feeling like that could be a good spot to attack in the future. Mbl goes for the other defense upgrade and might just go over there and get some damage done. LaaaN couldn't really keep up here with the early beautiful aggression of the AM guys. We'll play with Bloodlines +1/+1, and there's no answer by Miguel. Oh boy. Now the blacksmith in the back here, and those are 2 holds, maybe even 3 if you want to count that. I think Mbl might even finish the game here. It looks like Miguel will need to micro at the front as well. No chance to micro this or wall this in the back, or will he? He's trying to wall this through, needs to get some walls here. Remember, we don't have stone walls or stone gates, and he didn't do that in time, and now tries to fight against +1/+1 bloodline scouts. This is not really going to work out for him, and well, another scout of LaaaN is coming over, but that is so ugly. Not too many villagers actually going down here. Can he snag those down? Yes, another one. This is so rough for him. Some fights at the front, and it's impossible to micro both at the same time. And Miguel, he is just in a world of pain. Now buying himself 100 food. That means he won't even have enough gold to click up after that. 40 villagers against 34 and 33. Wheelbarrow now even flying in for Hera, and the advantage for 4am is just massive. Not sniping that last villager. Oh, he did snipe it. Nice, quick play here for sure. Meanwhile, a lot of kills from Miguel, so least that's some wins for him. Didn't wall off that area. Oh, had no idea of that. Now walls behind it. Some villagers saved. Wants to wall a bit more, but that looks ugly. Idle villagers as well. And look at that. Just had 13 idle villagers for a second. Can he get the kills in here? Looks like no, he can't. And 7 some losses as well. KD for MBL 24 to 10. Stays active over here. LaaaN is up to Castle Age, but so is MBL. Camel production, not really an option if you don't have too much on gold, but, well, we see LaaaN now okay-ish here. MBL, he could just go for stables as well. Stays on scouts for now, wants to maybe even upgrade light cav. Spearman out of position, Miguel is fighting this one 2v1. Nice micro by him, sending some of his scouts back, and he's actually winning this one. But I think he will be the deepest in Feudal Age for sure. Look at that, 21 food. Although Hera is deep in Feudal Age as well. That's a bit surprising to me. So right hand side will be up. Left hand side won't. And the question is still, what can LaaaN provide? It has to be camels against MBL. And they won't have an advantage if we don't have any ranged units out here. Only the better eco. MBL, he will find some more damage, and LaaaN. Some villagers are still hurt from the raid before. MBL moving in, and this will be so pretty for him. Look at that, how he positions himself between the villagers and the TC as well. Continues with the damage output. Will only get, I believe, 2 villagers or something. Okay, make that 3. Yeah, 3 for now. Maybe he snipes the 4th one there. No, he cannot. And Heresy, LaaaN, what is he going for? 2 camels for now, but so far behind in villagers. Full scout against scout action here, both with forging, not with the defensive upgrade. And Hera is smashing this here, at least that's what it looks like. Miguel needs to go back. What is he playing? He plays 2 stables, still stays fully on scouts, full out aggression here. I think Hera continues to win though, forces some back, and the double will be just massive. MBL even building a castle in the center, playing the map as well here. Would love to see light cav upgrade, maybe. Some quick walls here, now can go for those since we are in Castle Age. Before that would not have been an option. Now runs out of stone, but has to be feeling fine with that. Oh, scouts don't really know what to do. Another quick wall here and the castle will go up. Nice play by MBL. Want to see the light cav. Tech. Something we didn't see yet. Hera up to Castle Age. He won't have too much gold, but gold control will just be massive for MBL. The counter attack, let's take a look at that. Camels now for MBL. Choconoos could be so deadly in this spot. But just to begin with, the castle controlling so much as well. Mobility. Something MBL is losing with that castle in the center. But didn't lose a lot of villagers, saved those. Camel numbers are rising as well. Spearmen could be quite ugly though. Let's take a look. I just fear for Miguel, who's only now going for beer barrel, and the eco of LaaaN isn't looking great. Funny how we have the same Castle Age timings as a normal game. Yeah, but way more action before that. I don't mind that. I will take that trade any day. MBL. Don't tell me you can quick wall this. What? Oh, there was a small misplay by LaaaN as well. But, well, those camels should do a lot of damage against Will Spicy Gates with +5 attack as an Indian team bonus. But that's a lot of camels now taking the fight. LaaaN isn't attacking. Okay, now he's coming to the outside. And some spearmen for taking the fight over at the left-hand side as well. Scouts, well, doing okay here. I'm not really sure how to cast this. It feels like MBL is clearing this up. But, oh, he lost a lot of his scouts. No, in the end, LaaaN is actually staying strong here. What a sick move. And suddenly, LaaaN is only 2 villages behind. So, Miguel is now the big problem. And that was pretty intense. Okay, what was that? Bloodlines and +1 defense against Bloodlines +1/+1. But those 5 extra spearmen really helped out as well. Miguel now even forced to fight with villagers. That's not a great spot. Light Cav will finish any second as well. And Hera is just overrunning Miguel after he got that big raid in earlier. LaaaaaN didn't really tell him, okay, there might be some army coming over. He was sending 3 spearmen, but it wasn't enough. GG! Game number 1 goes in favor of AM here on El Dorado. What an intense game, number 1. Loved that one for sure. Camel shred scouts. Yeah. Well, let's do. Damage output is enormous there with all the extra attack against cavalry. But Mbl had all the control in the center. Mbl+Hera, even more there. Took some good finds against Miguel apparently. And largest army for LaaaaaN with that last go. Did put down the eco quite nicely. Hera even with the best eco. Working behind this quite nicely. Miguel not even reaching. Castle H. Fields. Miguel, man. Persian looked pretty solid compared to Indians. I cannot judge it after this game. No. Otherwise, we will cast the show match till the end, and then we will start a rerun of TheViper and TaToH Clash of the 4 finals. This could be interesting watch for you as well if you want to see how it plays out in 1v1s. Not even sure. I think I co-casted with Klavskis or something. Person to see greater Indian fishers? Potentially. Next map will be Chaos Pit. Ooh, let's see how that one. I think spearmen are good on that one. Spearman archer? Yeah. Cheers. Is that... Oh, do I need to put that in? Ah, okay. Let me see. How can I add people as mods for the bot? Maybe mod. Summon Sun or something. Already mod of this channel. So that's only for Twitch. Add admin. Oh, go for it. Tom, you already are, right? I think so, yeah. Just type mod crash overdrive. Mod is Twitch, admin is for the Hippo bot, yeah. Okay, what are good civilizations for Chaos Pit? Byzantines? Franks? I think Franks might be the best one. Huns are still okay-ish. Celts might be an option if we have longer series. Yeah, but like having scouts could be kind of important as well. Having solid scouts there. Okay, let's jump into game number 2 here. AM leading 1-0 and we are playing... we don't have Rift Island, so Mongols is actually pretty good as well. Yeah, we have Mbl starting with the Slavs here. Okay, he's playing the scouts opening. Hera is going for scouts as well. Playing Franks, we have Miguel. scout opening, and LaaaN with the scout opening as well. So all agreeing that that might be the best option. But look at those deer and berries. Spearman opening could have been really good here as well. Just keeping up the pressure. But, well, we will see. LaaaN, he will love his scouts for sure. And, well, it's already some aggression here. And trying to lame some of those sheep. You don't want to shoot with the TC. And now more HP for Miguel and shorter reinforcement line as well. Hearttt, is he thinking, okay, I have Mongols, I can, Franks, I can do something here? That would be really weird. 2 sheep could be stolen. Miguel, can he catch those? Oh, losing the 2v1 fight now at the top. That was actually quite a mistake. Trying to search his 2 sheep and taking a lot of losses there and not getting the sheep as well. Pretty intense at that side. We have the big Mbl walls already coming here at the side. Has some scouts around. I'm not sure what's better. Oh, Slav scouts are obviously worse. I thought about Magyars. Magyars scouts are cheaper, plus you have the forging, so they're incredible as well. Oh yeah. Have we seen Magyars? Well, we saw some in the show match yesterday. Feudal Knights go. Let's see. Hera still with 1 loss already, so he is 2 military behind. That's a bit surprising to me. Why is he not producing more? Okay, goes on the deer first before the berries. Okay. Now running around a bit. Is he taking some more damage? Doesn't look like it. Okay, staying active here. LaaaN is running around trying to intercept some wood income from MBL. But for now, no one is really going for that. We have Hera scouting at the side. Now chasing this down. Shouldn't really run into the TC. Stays very active. AM again with a villager more each. So the heresy guys focusing a bit more on army. AM sitting back and getting the better eco up. Whew. You play much chess nearly? No. I played some chess during last LAN. We played some tandem chess. 2v2, 3v3. But yeah. It's too intense for me. Yeah, and I watched the World Cup. Indeed. Oh, some nice pickoffs here in the back. LAN, that should be pretty sweet. Should maybe get 1 or maybe even 2 villagers. Trying to reposition himself and then run away. 2 and get out of there here. Oops, that was sweet. How many HP did he lose? Oh, quite a lot though. Oh la la. Okay, needs to run away. Meanwhile, we have another engagement here on MBL. He lost some of HP as well earlier. And those villagers are blocked in. That's so sweet here. Heresy! 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 And, well, now they're catching up with all those villagers. They lost some of the scouts. We'll get that kill. But MBL is now coming over. And Miguel needs to run. But LAN is around. Maybe they can take the 2v2 engagement, 2v1 engagement here. Oh, MBL needs to run for sure. That villager's walling himself in. Let's take a look. The counterattack from Hera, not doing too much for now. But those villagers kind of exposed. They could die, especially because Hera still has a lot of HP. And Miguel is fighting. This isn't really a spot where you want to fight if you only have 2 scouts. And they're taking some time to get over here. Oh boy, this is rough. I think this is really good for Hera. Oh boy, Miguel, a big hiccup here in my opinion. Suddenly dropping down to 15 villagers. Still tries to micro this. More production coming over. And look at that. We have Miguel. No income at the moment. Look at that. 40 food. He is already starting to farm in a spot where you have double berries and some deer. And he drops down to 14 villagers. What a screw up. I think he should have just pulled back and tried to regroup. Maybe go on to berries, maybe onto some stragglers, but wasting 6-7 villagers here really hurts him, and I think LAN now needs to carry. He has 9 military though, against 6 and 3, so he might be able to do that. Still not moving out to the outside wood line here is Hera, still staying on stragglers. You're not allowed to lame stragglers in this tournament. MBL, oh, maybe they're trying to double. Then it's 10 against 10 military. Miguel with 3, no communication here now. We have LAN taking the fight, 2v1. That cannot be a good idea. He needs to move back, and suddenly it's 11-9, so somewhat evened out. Miguel missing a bit, This is so easy if you're sitting next to each other as well, or instantly start with cartography, I believe. So Portuguese could really be a good option. MBL. Around with bloodlines now. Don't want to take the engagement before that. Heresy is chasing. They are behind by 3 villagers overall. I think no one has wheelbarrow. Need to go back away from the TC. Miguel disengaging. Some more hits against LaaaN. And remember, LaaaN and Hera cannot get bloodlines. The only players who can are Miguel and MBL. How many farms does MBL have? Okay, something that we can consider to be pretty strong from our Slavs player. Forging now. Could add some damage. Miguel struggling to keep the villager production running as well. Look at that idle TC here. Now queues up another scout instead of a villager. So idle that still his TC selected. Look at that. No production by Miguel for quite some time. And he's already behind by a solid 6 villagers. Maybe they can take a reasonable fight now. LaaaN with forging. And this would be a bad fight for Hera. Is he really trying to fight this? No, he's running away. But they are just bugging out a bit and fighting on the TC. Nice micro by LaaaN, pulling those away. Can we get another hit on that villager? No, we can't. And this is overall evened out villagers again. 50 against 50. Military count 6 to 11. Heresy looking strong here. And that will be 4 more villagers picked up most likely. Where are the numbers here of MBL? He's completely missing. He is at only 2 military. But we can say the same for Hera. Those villagers are getting picked off most likely here. And that's just a fast of more scouts. Heresy fighting. Market first threats incoming. I think Portuguese really aren't bad on this map as well. Double bit X for LaaaN. Thinks about his economy. Suddenly, Heresy is 1 villager ahead. I don't see MBL taking good engagements against LaaaN here. Goes for some more splits. Do we see some more advancement? All the deer very open in the center. LaaaN goes for +1 defense. Hera goes for the counter attack. No forging for him though. Miguel with the market. Buys himself 100 food. Some quick walls here. That villager was microed away. Still no upgrades for Miguel on his scouts. So all eyes on LaaaN. +1/+1 and 54 HP on his scouts. Whew. I don't want to be a villager in Clash of the Hippo. I don't want to be a scout either. Right? It's so likely that you will die either way. Just action settings. That's what I'm always saying. Is it possible to see Saracens? You could play Saracens fast castle or something. But then you're like playing 3 villages. Yeah, market could be an option with the better prices. But you only have 30 wood to sell, so that's not really an option. Market, like Saracen Tower Rush could be an option. This is a pretty even fight. I think slight win for Miguel. Still no upgrades here. LaaaN stays very active. Could get over here. Does he have an idea of this? No. But he knows. He can see all this. He knows MBL is not on the outside. So he has to kind of know that MBL is over here. Let's take a look. MBL, is he quick walling this? Well, he's getting in between with all his scouts. Forging now on the way for him. LaaaN, he would love to take this fight before MBL is getting all his upgrades. MBL is still delaying a bit more. Now sending in some villagers here. Just to debate. First tower by Miguel. How much stone do we have? Oh, he bought 100 stone. Okay, now he should be at 5. Nearly math. Hera not chopping to the outside. And not using the palisade gate. LaaaN, that's a lot of scouts. Is he going for more? This could be a good fight for LaaaN, I believe. MBL still lacking the second armor upgrade. Miguel is now going for bloodlines. So he stays on scouts this fight. Well, the scout really wants to kill that mill apparently. This looks good for LaaaN in my opinion. Military a bit higher for him. Tries to micro back a bit. More HP for MBL here. 11 more. And it seems like MBL even won this one. So, oh god. Or did he? Did he not? How many stables do we have? 2 here from LaaaN. And starting to get a team war rolling. Market now as well. How many stables do we have from MBL? He is going for 2 as well. Not using MQ at the moment. Monfreude! Cheers, man. 4 months of support. Yeah, people don't want to get spoiled. That's why again secret. LaaaN continues to take great fight after great fight. 35 KD to 35 to 17 KD at the moment. Doesn't want to fight on the TC. What is this? Oh boy. Miguel not staying too active. Hera, second stable by him. Lower HP or low villager count here. 3 LaaaN pushing all the limits at the moment. 11 to 7. The military count. Can we see MBL quick walling this? Yes, we can. Oh, I think the deer blocked it. That he couldn't wall this off. Villagers going down as well. Is that the fight that he wants to take? Just feels like Slav untouched should be really strong now with all this massive amount of scouts. So 37 villagers and 65 HP on his scouts. Wheelbarrow for MBL as well. Big fight here for Miguel, +1 against no upgrades for Hera except the extra HP for his Frankish scouts. And villager count even there, 10 more for LaaaN, but I think he's lacking wheelbarrow. No attack over at the woodline. It would be open in the back. Does Hera not know about it? No, zero idea. And scouts staying active. Oh god, what a big fight. I think this should be better for MBL though. Yeah, he has the better numbers, he has more HP as well. Not fighting with that one at the top, but that should still be fine. And now we are getting to the limit of the Franks. Triple stable from him, 100 food. Food eco looks pretty damn sexy, but it's Slavs after all. Maybe Miguel coming over to double could be a good option. He's staying active and is doing some nice work against Hera in the back. Maybe adding a barracks could have been an option as well. Goes for more scouts and suddenly it's 3 military to 7. MBL in full control now. Team wall pretty solid in the center. Triple stable. MBL is at 29 food. No one is really clicking up. 39 food here. 180 food for Miguel, the highest. But that's something because he bought as well. Now coming over is Miguel. No defense upgrade for him. We'll lose maybe 1 villager, maybe none. 1. Okay, now the big fight here under the CC. MBL doesn't want to take this fight once the red scouts of Miguel are coming over as well. It's close to the CC, but no arrows flying out of it. So MBL is taking this fight as long as he feels like there's no extra damage from that side. And the TC could help out, but it doesn't. And MBL now with heavy losses, military count kind of reset again. Farm count not great for Miguel. Not great at all for Miguel. I think MBL is carrying this game. He's winning that fight again. Why are we not seeing any spearmen? 1 barracks could be so good here by LaaaN. Once he has 4 spearmen, it's basically impossible for MBL to ever take any engagements. And the eco, it's not like he would lose complete map control by going on to 1 spearman. LaaaN with some more farms out here. This is looking so weak by by Miguel. Another move in MBL. He just is playing the dream now, right? Full farm abuse with Slavs. Can use those so nicely. It doesn't even want to switch onto gold. Now the barracks here from LaaaN. Let's take a look. Taking the fight. Still no TC help. This is so weird. How often he was waiting there. Now he's helping out again. So that makes a lot more sense. Hera, he is trying to debate some as well. LaaaN still with the better numbers. But probably not with the better eco. Barracks now coming. Where should the scouts go? We have the barracks now as well from MBL, who needs to go back. Scouts are around Miguel. He should run around and then arrest this woodline. This would be so good for him. He's getting an attack in his face. Is going for the second blacksmith now, Miguel. What the? Oh, what a fail. Okay, now the big attack in his face. Sees that MBL is coming over. That should trigger LaaaN to attack. But all the big attack under his own TC is what is really troubling him as well. Can he save some of the villagers? That has to be sick. Quick walls not even happening here. Villagers not really working. TC idle. Second blacksmith denied. And MBL, he can take this fight again. Miguel missing that fight. Taking so many hits now, and I think Hera is just overrunning Miguel now. We can see some quick walls, but that's a big area to quick wall as well, and then it still might be open after all, and MBL is just winning this fight. Slavs just incredibly carrying this game here with a slow opening. LaaaN had such a good start, but then I think missed the transition into Spearman against the incredible eco and incredible micro by MBL as well. Continue to fight, and for now we have only seen scouts being produced in this game. Spearman count I think is at 1 or something. Pretty sick, and Miguel's eco completely in shambles here, as you can see. So much idled, and all the TC of LaaaN still rolling. I'm still questioning if he has wheelbarrow though, and he does not. Oh, that really hurts him as well. 3 stables cannot keep up the production. 1 spearman should be helping out a bit, but is getting sniped down. +1 defense for him, and look at that. Hera is just fighting under the TC. 2 spearmen are coming over from LaaaN, trying to help out, but oh boy, Miguel, he doesn't have a single military unit at the moment, and he's just getting smashed by Hera, who's completely overrunning him. Meanwhile, we have the big engagement here. Spearmen added by MBL as well, and they are just going for the big kills here. Action in the face under the TCs of the heresy guys, and they are running out of options. Look at that. 31 population for Miguel at the moment. This is GG. Ending in feudal age. AM is finishing this one. This is Chaos Pit at its best, guys. Ui. 2-0. What a quick convincing performance for sure by AM. Hera had some problems there, but Miguel couldn't really build a great eco. Didn't go to the outside. His farm eco looked really weak. Then his berry movement didn't excite me too much either. But the big fight was on that side where we didn't have any raids in MBL. Simply 65 HP against the 54 HP of the Franks. Won him the game there. Achievements. 30-minute game, all in feudal age. 112 kills, and LaaaN with slightly negative KD, although he did so much to the other side. The worst one for Miguel there, who didn't go for the last defense upgrade even. In those scenarios, that really hurts him as well. Ay. Next map will be Dry River, and this is the big problem. Now Indians are missing as well, so MBL and Hera should have a huge civ advantage here. Indians should just dominate the center so nicely. How could Heresy lose this game? I think Frank's HP on the scouts. A bit late spearman push. Yeah, that was it. And never the raid at the top of MBL's woodland when they had the army advantage. Let's take a look. AM against SY, Friday 14 GMT. Okay, that's actually pretty bad for me, because I wanted to have my show match at 16 GMT. What was the reasoning behind double blacksmith? He just forgot about the first one. It is a best of 5. Maybe they will give me another game if it ends that quickly. Would it be different if it was Franks versus Franks? Yeah, I think then LaaaN would have smashed MBL. I think the Slavs player is the guy kind of carrying, right? If he's untouched, the farms are just so much better for him. Yeah. I won't add more games, no. It's only the players that have the option to add more games. But 14 GMT is something hard won't play. Yeah, it's hard to change a series when it started. Yeah, I can ask them if it's even score. So if it's 2-2, I could ask them, do we want to advance it to best of 7 or extend it? But how it looked, AM looked really strong here, and I kind of feel that. Yeah, they will win this one now with Indians. Okay, let's jump into game number 3. Dry River coming our way. AM leading 2-0 with 2 strong performances here. And we have MBL playing Indians. On the other side, we have Hera playing the Huns. And we see, again, double stable opening. On the other side, Miguel playing Persians. And LaaaN is playing Celts. So we will have our first non-stable opening here, and LaaaN building a house. Let's see if he will be able to wall himself and how much we're expanding towards the center. Miguel with not the greatest mill in my opinion. Could have done that a bit more aggressively, but hey, starting off with the safe one is absolutely fine as well. MBL's production should be incredible. Miguel just going for the big scout off in the center. Sees the double stable, or sees the stable because of the double scouts. And, well, nothing too special there. LaaaN scares the scout of Hera away. And he needs to build a lot of them now, because maybe even sending some over to Miguel might be something that could be needed. Hera just instantly sending towards the middle, wants to double, and this will be a tricky play for Miguel. He cannot play aggressively here, otherwise he could get caught off guard quite easily. And Crocodile around. Could also make an option to add some men-at-arms in there. Goes for potentially a really bad wood lumber camp. No, okay. Fixes that one. Goes around, and we see Hera already walling off this area. Scout is kind of the damage dealer from LaaaN at the moment. Hera's running around, 10 food here, and the first engagement at that side. First villager is going down. Hera with an okay start here. 1-1, 1 scout against 1 villager. And we see MBL grouping up quite heavily. Maybe if you do the strategy, both players need to go for spearmen, because Hera is now super fine. Will snag 1 villager, that's kind of okay for him. But what is he doing now? Not really on wood. Well, he has some on wood, but not enough wood on his field. Miguel is doing a great job of holding this for now. 5 against 5 scouts. Hera is adding his 2. This is a horrible engagement for Miguel. Oh no, this is so bad. Oh, that is so bad for his villagers. This could be a really short series. Are just going for the advancement here and just smashing all this down. Oh boy. And yeah, scouts are going down, villagers are going down, and this is if the double, and that's what I said. Spearmen only make sense if you can send them over, and well, he didn't. And now Miguel is sitting at a 4 to 8 KD, 11 villagers for him, no real control, and sends those villagers back. Scout production not really happening. Idle TC as well. The spearmen in the back. What are they up to? Oh god, running on the TC as well. Stays annoying against Hera, but he walled off that area. If you open like this, you need to go for archers as well. If you're LaaaN. No way you can win 2v1. But why isn't he walling? If he knows that LaaaN isn't sending spearmen. I think LaaaN just should have sent 2 spearmen. Then he would be super fine. Or Miguel needs to wall. This isn't great communication. He's staying active against Hera. Scouts are moving around. Needs to be LaaaN carrying here. Next raid of scouts. 1 spearman alone won't do the job. We'll get 1, but that's it. That's a lot of sheep around. That won't do much. And yeah, Miguel will just feel so helpless in this game. 1 military for him. Trying to chase down. Just so reliant on the health of LaaaN. Now he has 0 military, 16 villagers, and he's just getting smashed here. That villager, well, she can save herself for now. Spearman aggression continues. And Hera, he's just going for stragglers. Now goes for a mining camp. I think you don't need to go for a mining camp if you have 300 gold in the bank already. So just an archer range and then later on the mining camp. Scouts now moving over. He feels safe, and Hera walled all this off as well. Well, if only he had archers. Play with archers and the stragglers, and then he can do something. Okay, now jumping under the TC. Some low HP ones here for MBL. Let's see if he loses one. Not really. Spearman will deal with it though, and yeah, he needs to run away now. LaaaN, now some aggression through the center. Maybe Burmese could be an option here. Huh, what do you think about that? Spearman with +1 attack instantly. Or well, Magiars are probably too good on another map. But if Spearmen suddenly have 4 damage output, that's like 50% more for them against villagers. Doing 3 damage against instead of 2. At least that's what my Nilly Mash says. Yeah. Scout won't help out too much. And that's some annoyance, but yeah, only annoying, nothing more. Miguel losing yet another villager at 22 at the moment. And well, the spearman rush continues of LaaaN. Still getting hits off against the scout, so that's sweet for him. Sends over more and more spearmen. Look at that line of spearmen coming over. The problem with the strategy of LaaaN is also that he isn't really abusing the mill in the center. Maybe +1 defense could even be better than +1 attack. Oh no, Crocodile chasing him down. Oh, Japanese? Yeah. Japanese could be an option. Ah, the better mill. I think you could have a good opening, yeah. Saving 50 wood there with the first lumber camp. Okay, Miguel is now around. Maybe they can turn this back. Spearmen, they should crush what MBL has. And those scouts should deal with the villagers. Let's take a look. Still 2 spearmen, 3 spearmen around. And dealing with those scouts quite nicely. Last one is not getting the hits in. And, well, MBL is holding for now. But took some villagers, surely. And, oh god, all those crocodiles are really annoying. Maybe getting rid of those could be a good option. Meanwhile, those villagers went walled. Spearmen are around. Hera is taking 1 hit. And that's it for now. Scouts staying active. And Hera, he is now going for some archers. Has fletching. And that should be the end to that spearman rush. Or let's see. Maybe the scouts can just focus down the archers. That would be really good. Spearmen are around here. Now running to the wrong side. Okay, LaaaN is going back. Has 1 defense on his Spearman though. Fight Spearman. Snacking those quite nicely. And now losing all his Spearmen though. Miguel, is he staying active with the production? Looks like it. Bloodlines now for him. Could maybe go for another attack, and those archers aren't that scary. 3 mils now for Hera, really going for the beauty of this map. And LaaaN is going for the full switch into scouts. Oh, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Oh no, and Hera is around with all his scouts as well. Second stable for Miguel. I think LaaaN, maybe Spearman, maybe Man-at-Arms mixed in could be an option. But scout switch now with Celts. This could also be better with Japanese, right? Maybe Japanese is a really good civilization for this strategy. Archers around. Oh god, Hera might even click Castle Age pretty soon. Miguel, 10 villagers down. Spearmen are lost at the front. Sniping some more. Hera is indeed up now. Let's take a look at the other resources. MBL at the limit. LaaaN, nothing. Miguel, nothing as well. Not even using his TC at the moment. And yeah, Hera will just easily smash this. Now going for the stable instead of trying to run around and get some villager kills. A bit surprising to me. What is Miguel up to? Wants to sneak villagers around and maybe get a mill up here. That could be a good option actually. MBL jumping under the TC. Miguel with the wall that isn't really needed, or is it? Spearman not getting any hits off yet. Archers running under the TC. Okay. No reaction there so far. We have some attacks over here as well. And those scouts there were not expected from Hera, who I think just went for more archer ranges. Now fighting back with his villagers. And those scouts, well, they don't have bloodlines. They don't have any attack upgrades. Only one defense now. This is triple archer range, so he will have some solid defense here. And yeah, even losing some villagers, that isn't the greatest thing ever, but won't really be the worst as well. And archers are even going over to the other side. Miguel still very troubled in this game. MBL coming over, and the archers will completely crush LaaaN here. Well, +1 defense is helping for now, but once it's crossbows, the game is so over. Or maybe even the CA switch might be better, especially on this map, right? Yeah, it's cancelling all the archers. Oh, is he? Okay, he's not. Not really producing too many more. Crossman, Botkin arrow. What is LaaaN's answer? He is at 90 food at the moment and 300 gold. Meanwhile, Miguel, he likes to buy 200 food apparently. But this will just crush LaaaN. Remember, we cannot see a defensive tower here unless he quickly buys 100 stone and doesn't even have the market for that. Crossman now moving through the center, and LaaaN, he's sitting at 42 villagers. Not for long. Not for long at all. This is going to be ugly. All the villagers here in problems, and those are exposed as well. And MBL will reach Castle Age as well. This was a quick GG, and that's what I said. Games can go pretty quickly here. Miguel and LaaaN getting smashed, and I will quickly go into the game room and ask them if they want. Okay, MBL and Hera instantly gone here as well, and that was just hui. Just a domination. Just a domination here for sure. Weird civilization choices by Heresy. Weird approaches in some areas as well, and Hera Castle Age. MBL would have gotten Castle Age any second as well. GG, well played by those. Oi, 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 oi. I don't think LaaaN and Miguel want to play more. Well, they didn't perform well for sure. And BNA should have gotten Heresy spot. Tough to judge after one series, right? Or, yeah. Like after the series, yes. Did we know that before the series? And AM today played way better than who faced VNA yesterday? Fire and Nicov. Okay, guys. Then I hope you will all tune in next weekend. It will be Clash of the Hippo 2v2 with all the great teams in the world. We will start off. Let me take a look at the schedule again. We will start off with Nicov and MBL, so the ones we... MBL. And they needed to improve because they're playing against dogao and Miguel. So this could be a big smash there starting very early on Saturday. Then we go into incredible match, TheMax and Villese against Lux and Mr. Yo. Later, after that, Viper and TaToH against VNA. ACCM joined them now. I allowed that because he didn't make the cut. And it didn't improve the team strength, in my opinion. Liereyy and Hearttt against DauT and Slam, the final of Saturday. And on Sunday, we'll have the 2 semifinals and the grand final. We will have Capture Age during all that as well. This is going to be great. I will now do the rerun here. Viper versus TaToH Clash of the Hippo 4 finals. Let me quickly check what date that is. Liereyy and Hearttt versus Slam and DauT. Yeah, that's going to be sick. This is going to be sick for sure. It is October 2017. Rerun October 2017. So I hope you will enjoy that and will tune in for the other matches in the future. I will now start the rerun. I hope you will enjoy your time and we will see each other on Friday. Tomorrow I will take the full day off to prepare Capture Age and all the overlays and stuff. So have a great one. See you all then. I will still be in the chat, can answer some questions. And we also... we'll have something on Friday. Maybe ECL. Hopefully my show matches. We will see. We will see about that. Have a great one. I will try to set up everything now. Let me see. Scoreboard away, and so that you can have the chat how it is now, not the old one. And enjoy, guys. Number 4 grand finals, both persons unbeaten, 4-0. Oh boy. I should have known that didn't work. Fuck my life. That is not what I wanted to happen. Clash of... Oh, okay. Lucky me. Minus capture. Okay, so I saved it, guys. Windows capture, bap, scabadoo, bap, bap. The Hippo number 4 grand finals, both persons unbeaten, 4-0, 4-0. Incredible, against Yo, against DauT, against MBL, against Bact here. Going 8-0 so far. Now playing for a prize pool over $600 in a best of 9. With me is Klafskis. We're going into game number 1. The Viper playing the persons and Klafskis. What does TaToH have in store for us?
Tato on the Megiers. So this is like what we see a lot, what we have seen a lot today, I would say. I mean, this matchup is pretty nice, and we basically just saw something similar. Viper was on the hunt playing against MBL, but a little bit too late on that. Already engaged coming out, and ooh, I mean, look at Tato picking up a scout, just like that.
Yeah, but only getting a life out there with 5 HP left, so not 100% sure how efficient that is. The Viper now going for some walls. He has a nice close lumber camp. He's trying to go for a boar. Not 100% sure how efficient that will be, though. And if TaToH is trying to debate a bit, well, not really. TaToH walling in his 2 villagers here, and at the moment he is having the map control.
Yeah, and look at that. That could be a dead will. Those scouts do so much damage. Oh man, Viper underestimated that one. Really unfortunate to say the least.
Oh yeah, and military count 4-4. The Viper should have more HP on his scouts, and that's really the problem. Yeah, he did see a lot of the map again. Look at that. He scouted like 60% of the map. TaToH just goes in with the penis move here towards his enemy. And yeah, look at his scouted. Like, what is this? Like,
Yeah.
like we cannot really debate about
God.
that. And yeah, so yeah, that's a problem here for the Viper. He is just having one less scout when it comes to the first fights. Now trying to micro back his 1 HP scout. I believe that's looking pretty good for TaToH here. And he is just in a very good control at the moment. Look at that, KD 4-0. Now he's the one toying with the Viper.
Yeah, and just the Mega Scout being a lot stronger. I mean, he can't take that fight like on even grounds. He's gonna lose, and well, TaToH's outplaying him, so that's even a bigger bonus right now. And well, you know, with the penis move is working right now for TaToH. Really, all I can say there.
He's just in the face of the Viper.
Oh my god.
And yeah, well, he walled at home. Let's take a look. He's trying to send some villagers in, but 3 scouts, and they have a pretty nice timing here.
Yeah.
And what is TaToH doing? Well, he's trying to send 2 villagers back and walling some. Okay. Can he save all the villagers? Well, 1 was very low HP, so that's unfortunate. But he's blocking against the Viper now as well. Even villager count, but a lot of idle villagers here for TaToH. And
well,
for the Viper, and TaToH now killing the lumber camp?
Yeah, but think about it. Even the villagers with Persian TC, like, you know, Viper should be ahead.
Yeah, and he's now idling his TC as well. Yeah. And he might kill this lumber camp. The Viper is now trying to go in with mass villagers. Let's take a look. TaToH wants to take this.
Such a mess right now from the Viper, to be honest.
Wow. TaToH's actually 1 villager ahead here.
Yeah. 2 villagers almost on my screen.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if he's trying to take another engagement. TaToH, he is 1 military head, but Scout needs to come over. At the moment, 6 against 6 scouts here at the front. And only 210 HP on the slumber camp, but that won't be too important. Now going for the very offensive berry here, but not much the Viper can do. TaToH with a beautiful start for himself.
He's definitely looking good considering it is Megiers against Persians, and Persians should get a small villager lead while Megiers, you know, kind of keeping the military count. And look at that now, denying the mill as well. He could find that vill on the left. He's going there. That could be that villager if he moves down. Yes, he did. He did spot it. He did spot it for a split second, but looks like he did not see it going towards the scout as well. That could have been huge.
Let's take a look. Quick house walls here. Will TaToH try to commit 26 HP on that one? TaToH really committing there, and take a look what the Viper can do. Really needs to invest a lot there in repairing as well. And those scouts, they do so much damage, having bloodlines and the +1 attack. TaToH in a beautiful controlling position at the moment, and just taking 1 or 2 good engagement at the start. It's really snowballing in his favor, and now we can see the Viper actually being forced to build some spearmen here.
And that's always like kind of a bad position, you know, because Viper can't really go for a counterattack. He's kind of forced to defend. Ooh, that might be that villager. Nope, TaToH not. Oh, he wants to commit it. And Viper will defend that nicely. Oh, but look at the spear. Oh, TaToH's going for it. Nice micro, split it off, and now we're gonna go for the fight with the bloodlines, even though, oh man, Viper cannot take that at all.
Let's take a look. 1-to-1 fight. Tato is trying to take the hill, and he will maybe take the fight against all the scouts here. Some villagers are trying to help out together with the spearman. This looks like a pretty even fight. I see a bit more blue blood though.
I would say that was a good fight. Look at Viper's scouts. 9 HP, 1 HP. Like, those are basically dead if, you know, Tato commits now.
Yeah, 2 with 9 HP there, 1 with 1 HP. So sick, but yeah, just having the spearman and save. But look at that, going for so many stragglers and such an inefficient way of really getting all the resources here for him.
Yeah, and Tato also waving the stragglers a little bit. You can see the palisade being dropped on one of them.
Tato, is he trying to commit here? Just trying to run around a bit. Whew. Viper getting the damage done at the moment.
It definitely is.
Sniping another one.
That was
Beautiful
a nice
move.
pick.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's playing so good.
Yeah, and he's in full control, going for the barracks as well. And that's with a defensive gold spot, so he can keep up the aggression even though the enemy... Oh, and another lame straggler here. Tato is playing this so ballsy and so annoying here. Trying to pick off more villagers, trying to go for the snipe over here. Not really.
You know what's although really bad? He has to get out. Like, if he keeps committing, he might get trapped in though. Oh, is he gonna go for the goal? No, cannot. 2 spears. Yeah, he needs to run away. Just run away. Otherwise, he gets trapped and it's not going to be good.
Well, let's see if he really is getting trapped. He's sending 2 spearmen to the front. Now
Yeah,
another
now it's
villager.
fine.
Will he try to build an archery range here at the front? Or what is he doing?
I mean, even though
is he on
spears
stone?
have +1
Not
attack,
really.
it's just such an advantage.
Oh yeah, that's just so true as well. Especially like spear against spear war. That's like 33% buff.
Yeah. It's insane when you think about it.
Picking off another villager. Tato now 2 ahead, going for second barracks in Feudal Age as the Viper. Now going for double bit X. And I think he should go for the quick wall now. Let's try to pin Tato down.
Yeah, and, well, for example, if you just look at it, right, from the farm, Viper could wall, like, he could potentially wall in that army if he wanted, you know, but the farm is kind of in the way, so not that good. Now gonna go for the villager fight versus those spears. Oh, man, this is a very big mess. And look at the villager count, man.
Yeah, 5 ahead now is Mr. Tato. What a convincing play, and he is indeed going for stone. So it seems like
And
Tato
Viper
wants
does
to
not have wheelbarrow even.
Oh, and Tato will build a tower behind the woodline of the Viper, and that's something that he can absolutely not afford to send those villagers around trying to build another lumber camp. Tato in a very good spot here, and continuing with his aggression.
Yeah, so, like, basically, he is ahead versus Persians. Like, that's just huge.
Yes.
Such a lead. It's just huge, really.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Let's take a quick look here. Tato now going for the mining camp here. Building even a farm here at the front. That's interesting. And a lumber camp. Let's take a look. Oh, Tato could take a lot of hits here. I believe he needs to go for more spearmen. The Viper really trapping and he's going for mass spearmen. Just think about it. If Tato would go for some archers as well, that could be so deadly. But the most important thing is really the tower behind the wood line. Trying to snipe that one villager, and he gets that one as well. 7 villagers ahead.
It is crazy right now. And also, Tato is upping that stone count a little bit, already on 100 in a few seconds. So there would definitely be a tower, as you said, on the wood line. And what happens then? He has to remove, like, re-lumber camp on the left side, but another tower there could come out just as easily.
Yeah, okay, so let's stop the hyping for a bit and let's just really discuss. So, Tato in a nice advantage at the moment. What are the next step for the Viper here to maybe crawl back into this game? Because Tato is now up to the castle age as well.
I honestly have no idea. I mean, before Tato quicked up, I was like, you know, just keep playing, don't panic, try to get back, and then he quicks up, and I'm like, well, you know, okay, he found this tower, which is actually pretty nice from the Viper. That's going to be really good. Going to deny that. So basically, at this point, I would say he needs to close up. He needs to full wall and make some spears. Like just full wall, get double palisade gate if needed. Because those knights are coming soon, and that's going to be, you know, really strong knights. I mean, the attack is done, you know, he'll probably get the +1 armor as well done. It will be huge.
TaToH, it looks more like he's switching into CA. Double archery range coming.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Poor. Going for mass spearman at the moment. TaToH will lose a villager at the front, but now going for fletching, going for gold mining. I would love to see some more villagers on the gold here. Only 5, but the Viper will scout that. Look at that, still having 1 scout out and 3 archery ranges even.
Oh, but that's so huge from Viper finding that. He like now he knows that I was 100% really close to being up. That is so huge.
Luckily, I'm helping TaToH there a bit to win the scout war. And
Viper gonna click up.
well, that's good for him. Going for the stable now as well. So he maybe goes for mass camels and spearmen, maybe some monk push. I believe those are the options, but TaToH should be in a good control. Only 4 on gold for the Viper though, so I'll take everything back when it comes to monk push or mass camels.
Yeah, definitely. And now, well, I would say Viper's in an okay spot, but the thing is, right, TaToH will already have a lot of characters out. He's getting the Barkin, so we know he's going pretty aggressive. He's also getting husbandry, so man, it will be hard for Viper to actually hold this off. It'll be really hard.
Well, let's see. The Viper is still kind of walling himself. He's repairing the mill. Not 100% sure about that. A small misclick. But he's trying to find another engagement over at the left-hand side. Let's take a look if the Viper can actually wall this in time. And yes, he can. Now CA over. I believe the Viper should be able to hold this here. I think he can go for pikemen. He can go for camels. But I think he needs the defense upgrade on his camels as well.
Yeah, he got the +1, but it just might not be enough, really. Also, we got TaToH already with the second TC, so it's not like he's going 1 TC all in, and now look at this, trying to kite the spears back, going to use a scout for that. Obviously, very hard to kite those spears back, you just need to, like, kite basically everything out, because it's only 3 carry archers, so they don't do that much damage.
Yeah, so true. Hit and run is so tough there.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's trying to kite on 2 sides as well, so that's pretty ugly. I believe, did I just hear a TC added? Yeah, so that's good for him as well. At the same time, the Viper not on stone so far. And yeah, those CA just trying to go back, shooting 1 by 1. Actually, oof, that was close. And +2 defense and husbandry. So I believe the Viper's actually going for the right units. Maybe Monastery could be a nice addition now for TaToH.
I would say it wouldn't be that bad, especially since he's kind of trying to push, trying to get, you know, the high ground in the... Like, the high ground in front is also pretty nice, right? You can put a lot of pressure from there, just be annoying, and then at the same time harass the left side. And also, since you have a double TC, you know that you will get some kind of an economy lead, which is very huge considering you are playing against Persians. Now, he will be forced back a little bit, obviously, needs to mess up. So I would say at the moment, Viper will be fine just because, you know, the knights tend to be okay against carry archers until there's like a critical mass of carry archers out in the field.
Yeah, I think so as well. The Viper, at the moment, his knights will do quite a lot. TaToH still without ballistics. I just heard the university though. And yeah, let's take a look if he can get some more raids done. I believe the Viper won't take too much damage at the moment, but TaToH should pull ahead quite nicely when it comes to the villager lead.
Yeah, he should just kind of play it, well, again, just kind of keeping the momentum up, you know, don't do any stupid engages that he doesn't need to do, also just trying to keep his own economy a little bit safe, because Viper actually will kill off 3 villagers, or I think it's 3 right now, yeah, he killed on the 1 on the mill, and winning that one to live. So TaToH kind of needs to deal with this, you know, clean everything up and just be safe, because now look at that, those few knights doing so much pressure on TaToH right now.
Yeah, and he's getting cleared up at the front as well. The Viper fighting himself back in there. Yeah, he's still behind by roughly 20 villagers, but yeah, that amount is decreasing. TaToH needs to micro quite heavily, but it still will be 3 TCs against only 1.
Yeah, and this is where actually it will be Viper who has to make the play. Like, TaToH just has to, you know, keep doing what he's doing, and Viper is forced to go aggressive, forced to make the play, otherwise he will fall behind.
Yeah, I still would love to see a monastery. Just pressures the Viper so much more. You can heal your CA. Ratings aren't really possible. You can pick up relics all around, and yeah, maybe even opens up a path for some later aggression.
I totally agree, and really what happens is, well, basically, I mean, like, 2 monks means, you know, you cannot send in like 1 or 2 knights. Like, for example, what now he's doing in the woodline, that would never be possible. Because this is where the raiding is so dangerous. He sends 1 or 2 knights, kills like 3 villagers. Yeah, he killed off like 4 villagers now, if not even 5. And, well, there's nothing TaToH can do.
Yeah. And yeah, got raided in at the other side, and suddenly the villager advantage from close to 20 down to 12.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But military count now 14 to 6, so let's see if TaToH's may be able to snowball that a bit.
And the thing is, if Viper evens it out, the Persian bonus will allow him to actually catch up.
Oh, but 2 spearmen actually, so military count even more in favor for the Viper here. Who's trying to get another sneaky raid in, but TaToH camping the hill, now going for town watch. He sees too many raids coming around and he really wants to deal with that a bit more efficiently. And now sending in his CA, could maybe get some more villager kills here. The Viper not reacting too early. Maybe we'll lose only 1 or 2 villagers there.
I'm a little bit confused why we really don't see the monastery coming down.
Oh.
Kind of, I would say, kind of taking it a little bit too far, you know, just thinking I can live without the monastery. Because especially since he's booming, if he would be like 2 TC or 1 TC, I would be, you know, okay, whatever, just push. But he's not really pushing, you know, he's more raiding and at the same time trying to get economy lead. So the monastery makes even more sense in that regard.
Agree. As I said, I would love to see the monastery. Maybe he feels like the Viper would just switch around to strategy, or maybe feels like he cannot really spare the resources. He's now going for wheelbarrow. Let's take a look. The Viper trying to go for the spread formation, and TaToH needs to run ASAP.
Yeah, and also they both have husbandry, so it's not like TaToH can actually kite back, you know, just from the speed alone. And his second army is also kind of in below, so as I already talked about, you really need to mess those carry archers up, otherwise they're not as effective. He's trying to kite back, but as we see, not with a lot of success. Viper just getting in free hits, and really not ideal for TaToH right now.
And microing back the low HP knights there as well. What a beautiful move. And yeah, TaToH now expanding a bit to the left-hand side, but that's only a lumber camp. No TC added, because it's so hilly there as well. Really unfortunate spot for him. And TaToH now finally with a big clump here, and finally Thumpering as well. Thumpering is so strong for CA.
Ooh, oh, he does see the army. That's very nice. Yeah, should be able to chase this one down. And well, even though Viper is 3GC, he's not really catching up that fast. It's still more than 10 villager difference, and as long as that actually is, you know, I guess just staying the 10 plus villagers, TaToH's in such a good spot. Like, he's playing this really okay. Just getting deco lead versus Persian, that's already so huge.
The Viper now going for forging, and yeah, I kind of agree if TaToH can keep this, but at the same time I'm not really sure, because if he keeps his CA in low numbers and the knights are in low numbers and raiding, I believe the Viper can catch up. The most important thing is that TaToH now uses his big flock of CA a bit more efficiently.
That is, yeah, he's just kind of trying to, like, the thing is, Viper's kind of just staying one step ahead, and that basically is because TaToH's open and Viper's full wall, right? So how do you deal with the situation? Well, basically, he needs to add either siege, or he needs to add those monks.
Let's take a look.
Now
Manual shot.
Well,
Oh, that's actually pretty big shots there.
yeah. Oh, one of those characters are like half HP now, to be honest.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Viper building a second. Mangonel, yes he is. Can he maybe get the kills in? Let's take a look if TaToH is aware. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, good shot, good shot, good shot. And now trying to split around a bit. Trying to move around a bit. And nice double split there at the side. Beautiful move.
I mean, that's something DauT would not have done.
Probably not. And the Viper realizes he's not playing against DauT.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I did not see that coming.
Well, honestly.
I mean, he was far behind, like really far behind on momentum. TaToH was controlling the game, but damn.
Well, military count.
Yeah,
he was convincing at the moment. It was 32 against only 2. And he knew he would get raided quite a bit. And TaToH taking the first map of an undefeated guy on the Viper. And
good.
That is
I like it.
Interesting. I like it as well. Could maybe send us into a very long series here. And yeah, more killed here by TaToH, but he did lose a lot of villages as well. More wood for him, more gold for him, food. A bit better for the Viper. So kind of even. Villager count slightly in favor of TaToH.
Like, I guess the only mistake would be the monastery, because it is kind of an obvious play, really. Like, I mean, isn't it? You're not.
I think so.
Walled. The monastery makes so much sense, and if you force him into scouts, that's perfect. You have cavalry archers.
Yeah, I'm surprised
so
as
much
well.
Sense. It's also so cheap,
well.
really. You need like one monastery, basically.
So Magyars off, Persians off, and TaToH with a beautiful start and then playing it through quite flawlessly. So, like we did say it 5 times. Felt like those small amounts of knights did a bit too much damage there. But the lead was just too big. And now we go into the map that gave us the best games today. Continental. What civilizations do we see? Probably Malians against Berbers?
I would say Malians against Berbers would be pretty okay. I don't think you want to pull Huns. I mean, not Huns, Franks, because Franks 1v1 is kind of awkward. Like, they don't really have much tools when it comes to late Castle Age, post-Imperial. So I would say Berbers would make sense.
Okay. Well, we'll see about that pretty soon.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Actually, pretty soon. Because we are jumping into game number 2. Those guys aren't here to waste any time, and we will see Malians for the Viper, and he will start with the stable, and on the other side, without having any real connection through the middle, it will be TaToH with the Berbers here. Klavskis, tell me something, why the map is so crazy.
Map is insane, honestly. I don't think I mean, this is gonna be a pretty aggressive game. They can still wall it somewhat easy. Like, for example, if you look at TaToH's position, he can wall it, but he has to go for a pretty forward wall. So look at TaToH's gold position right now.
Yeah, they are so
everything's in the front.
Yeah, and this is the gold rush. This reminds me a bit like of MBL against the Viper, the Arabia game. And the Viper is somehow trying to wall something, or no, he wants to dock. But yeah, that's not really going to work, I would say.
What is he doing? Imagine if he walls TaToH off.
Well, that won't happen. Like, TaToH is on stable as well. I think he would just put a dock in the corner.
And he's not. Oh yeah, he's going below now. Yeah, he will gonna go for the dock.
Yeah.
And look at the scouting again from Viper, man. He's going crazy.
And the scouting of TaToH as well. Well, he didn't find the villager. Okay. And where is TaToH camping?
Yeah, he is. But he's camping like behind, so expecting Viper to go around.
Well, like, TaToH has no idea how the map looks like. Just look at this again. The map is just so crazy, and look at where TaToH is going. He's going to the right-hand side somewhere, and actually, Viper is at the left-hand side, and TaToH will be so confused. That's just the beauty of the first 2 minutes. It seems just like Viper is always so much better.
I mean, he sees all the map. All of it. Basically. Crazy.
And that allows him to judge situations so much better. Yeah, he did need the scout last game, but I believe in most games that really helps out quite a bit.
That is true. And also, if you just look at Viper's map overall, I would say a lot better. The back goal, the back stone, perfect positions there. So if like, I would say he definitely could punish TaToH's forward resources, but now TaToH comes in. Can he actually pick up a villager? Should see quick walls. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's fine. Be no problem. 9 HP though. Oh man. He really likes to do it last second.
Yeah, he does.
Crazy.
And
I mean, he had so much time there. He still pulls the last second out.
TaToH's villager still walking, trying to get a good position for himself. Or a good dog position, I want to say. Viper actually queuing up. Where did he lose gold? He did build archer. Where's his... Oh, there is his fire galley. Yeah, okay, makes sense.
Oh yeah, here it is. Hey. Well, TaToH just kind of scouting the middle, I would even say. Trying to see what's going on.
Not going for... No one
but
actually
look at
has
Viper.
seen a
Look
kill.
at Viper armor camp. Idle will. Oh, he fixed it. Never lucky. I was hoping that's gonna be idle for like 10 seconds, then I can blame him for idling builds.
Oh, TaToH will lose a villager there, and that will be first blood.
Oh yeah, that's dead. I'm not sure. Probably should have walled that in.
Yeah, but she just got there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, feels bad.
Yeah, TaToH now with bloodlines should clear up. Is labeling the stragglers again, and
yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, they're really playing this quite evil.
It's the final.
Yeah. Oh, is he debating? He was trying to debate the Viper.
Almost a good bait. Oh man, that was actually a good plan for TaToH. If that would have worked, it would be really nice. Would be really nice. And finally, TaToH gonna go for the wall. I do like that. Just secure that front, but the bottom wall is gonna have to be really forward. He needs that gold.
Let's take a look how he's trying to approach this. Maybe some feudal aggression could be an option again. He has bloodlines, the Viper does not. TaToH trying to go for the dance again. Military count 6-6 at the moment. 4 more fishes here for the Viper. That should really push his eco quite nicely. At the same time, TaToH now trying to catch up as well.
Well, their docks are actually pretty far from each other, so I would say that's pretty okay. Probably won't see any crazy dock action. At the moment, though, I think TaToH could do some damage. That mill is pretty exposed. Gonna go for the wheel pick and gonna go back immediately. Military-wise, though, Viper does have the advantage. So needs to be careful.
Takes one villager. Trying to go for the hill. The Viper now going for bloodlines as well. So maybe TaToH wants to take an engagement now. There's a low HP villager at the front as well. Viper's eco actually pretty scrappy.
Yeah, that's true. And also, Viper's fire galley actually not doing much. He's still scouting the front, so that dart from TaToH is perfect. He's completely safe. Crazy.
Did he get another villager? I'm 100% sure. Let's take a look. Can he get the villager there? Oh. Yes, he can! And blocking the boar and is taking a lot of damage though, but still, I believe that's totally fine. And the boar is running back as well. TaToH taking the fight there a bit as well. And the Viper actually attacking the boar there for a small moment. Let's take a look. The villager, 13 HP, but he will get home safe. TaToH is now running home.
Oh, he's gonna go for the fight though, actually, trying to go for it, and can he win? I do believe Viper will actually take that. 4 versus 3 scouts, yeah, TaToH has to go full retreat mode. And still, Viper's fire galley is useless right now. Not finding the dock from TaToH yet. Yeah, it's on the right side now. Finally, he's moving up. Only now, like, imagine how he made it, like, what, 3 minutes ago? And only now he's moving up. Yeah, so that's really, really nice.
And nice waltz here by TaToH. But still, he is open. Needs to wall towards the middle. And that's something that TaToH simply doesn't see because he didn't scout properly. Actually, he does see that. Oh. Well, he's going for more and more scouts. So he will be kind of fine, but could lose his villagers on the deers. That's something that the Viper should see, right? Those deer?
I would imagine.
I think he should.
Oh,
Now trying to go for the villagers on the...
he would see that. Those would be all dead vills almost.
Huh, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
They're now going for the gates.
That's fine. I mean, wall up, be safe. Also,
Yeah.
Viper really taking a nice fight here on the water. I mean, TaToH when we first fire galley coming out now. Gonna be a lot of fishing. I mean, fishing ships complete. I might even lose 1 or 2 of them.
No, well, TaToH actually winning somewhat of a water fight, now trying to win the scout fight here as well. I believe TaToH should have low HP, the Vipers, scouts all fresh. Feels like a pretty even fight here.
Yeah, looks like, well, Viper does have a disadvantage, so obviously TaToH will be forced to back on of that one, and now he has to go back immediately. He does have 1 scout coming to reinforce, but I don't even think that will save him. Now on the water we got 2 fire galley fights, TaToH winning 1 of them, and will actually win the second one as well. So actually really nice position there from him, and he will survive with 3 fishing ships now.
And yeah, but that's still 3 less than the Viper, who has 4 in the south, building 2 at the left-hand side. Horse color now for TaToH, trying to catch up in that regard. And having a nice amount of scouts as well here. I thought land was actually completely done and all they will do is now concentrate to castle age, but they keep producing scouts.
Viper even making a market. Okay, interesting. I mean, look at his economy, 1.1k food, man. Oh, crazy. Well, he will click up now. That is very, very nice. And TaToH is quite far away off. Look at that. Not good.
Oh yeah, trying to go for some walls. Barracks now trying to quick wall. Villager, can he snipe one? Looks like, I think yes. Needs 2 more hits. No. Okay. And yeah, 400 food only for TaToH. Now going for wheelbarrow. Will probably click up after that, but could lose his fish now here. What has happened there? How did the fire galley sneak through? That's so ugly for TaToH.
Yeah, definitely not ideal. And well, the problem really is that TaToH is so far from off. I mean, Viper will have a nice position there, even though TaToH still has a lot of scouts. 2 of those are basically 1 HP, so that's 1 hit. Also, full wall from Viper, and he does have that 1 spear, so when he gets castle age, 1 camo, and those scouts will all be dead if not from the spears now. And since he's actually cleaning up the fishing ships, Viper is in a okay position, I would say, right now.
Yeah, I think so as well. Let's take a look. TaToH is trying to regroup a bit. Didn't get any hits from the spearman. That's a bit surprising.
Yep. Okay, TaToH clicks up now.
Yeah, Viper buying himself 100 stone. He tries to play this towards Mbl+H again, as it seems. Such a nice boom for him. TaToH, did he redock the right-hand side? Yes, he did. That's why he's moving all his galleys over here. And he's winning the water at the same time. Still very active and should have a better idea what the Viper is going for than the Viper has an idea what TaToH is going for.
I actually like that, you know, the scouts still give him some kind of a feel of map control. He knows what's happening, any forward shenanigans, anything like that from Viper. So I would actually say keeping those scouts alive is pretty huge as he goes through the... Oh, and the quick wall actually failing this time for Viper, man. He did it, what, 2-3 times in this series, and now it fails, and he actually will lose a villager of that. So glad to see him actually not failing for once.
Yeah, 1 villager down, not the nicest thing, obviously. I would have loved to get the quick wall up there for emotional matters as well, but I think it won't really be a big outcome or decider here. The Viper actually trying to redock here, really wants to increase his fish as it seems and expands toward the middle. Has the fire ship here compared to the fire galley of TaToH.
Oh, that would be pretty okay for Viper. We'll actually lose that fire ship, but yeah, we'll clean that up and... Well, he will just try to get as much fishing ships as he can, but look at that, their gates on the right side is down. That's actually very, very important because he could punish, like, 2 knights already coming out and TaToH has no military right now.
Well, Tato, shouldn't you just build like 2 camels? They're cheaper, but it seems like he doesn't see it at the moment. He's too focused on building... Yeah,
he's building the castle on the front.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Now needs to pull the villagers, 1 camel out, and take a look. Maybe needs to wall his villagers here at the castle. Uh-oh, and that house was misplaced.
Oh, that was messy. Nah, he will get it up.
Yeah.
What is Viper Knights doing? They're just walking around the map.
Just running
that
around.
One knight, he came from the right side, he went through the base, went past the gold, went past the castle, and went after the scouts.
Yeah, that was so weird. And now trying to go for death.
I mean, the castle position is lovely right now. Denies everything, controls the hill. That's pretty good. That's a really good castle.
Yeah, and looks like Tato likes those camel archers so much that he's actually sending another 9 villagers here on stone, and probably is trying to go for another round of camel archers and another round of castles, as it seems.
Yeah, and the thing is that the second castle just straight up on the hill as well, a little bit forward, is also going to be really good. Like the castle position is just wonderful right now, even for the future.
Let's take a look. And yeah, the Viper isn't even on stone now, only going for stone here, as you can see. Oh well, no, he did only buy 1 TC for himself. The second one was already free antis, or was already well earned. And now the Viper, as it seems, is trying to go for the Sanctity defense here with all his monks.
Getting thorough as well, but look at that, the wall off on the left side gets denied, so now the stone is kind of exposed, needs to reposition the spears on the left side now. Then 1 cam archer will be pretty annoying, 1 already going down, might be a second one after, no, he will go back, probably just camping the wall off now. Oh, but here comes the 4 monks, the old monks. Back.
Let's take a look. I believe the most important thing is Mbl+Hera at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Now he's trying to play this off.
Well, TaToH's still on 1 TC if I believe. Yeah, he's on 1 TC still. Viper is on 4 again.
Sick. Oh, TaToH actually eating some damage here. And another wall off behind there for the Viper, so that's a pretty good stuff. But yeah, seems like the strategy of TaToH will be here to build another castle, and that one will be pretty aggressive. Let's take a look. Maybe, oh, I'm not sure how efficient that will be. Oh, will this castle go up? Tell me, Claskus.
I have no idea. I don't even know what's happening right now. Oh man, this is such a gamble.
Well, he's getting
he's gonna go back.
Camel archers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I witnessed. Who was winning here?
I have no idea. I mean, I would say TaToH because he wants to drop the castle.
And that's significantly further back now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, do we not like it? It's still on a hill.
Yeah, but
Treb War still favored.
Well, the one at the front would have been so much better there.
No, that's true, but you know, this is more safer.
Well, yeah, but like he is behind 20 villagers. I think he needs to take more risks. So the more aggressive castle would have been way better for him. He's still facing 1 TC against 4 TCs and is down in fishing ships.
Well, this basically is a scenario where you need a Mangano because you need to force the redemption out, right? We saw Yo go for the redemption earlier on versus TaToH, and that's basically what he had to do versus Viper now. And he didn't do that, so without the Mango, the castle is really hard to actually get up.
Yeah, but actually forcing redemption out with a Mangonel, it's not like you're gaining too much when it comes to resources. Like, how much are you investing? 495 to force 475? Oh, I'm not sure if that's the right thing here. Tato,
that was ugly.
Boy, and that's against the Viper. Oh boy,
Yep.
and he's just a master of those converts. He's so good spreading out all the groups, and suddenly, look at that, the Viper will get the castle up, he got all the converts. This is looking so good for him now. Pop 102 against Pop 66.
No, what I mean by the Mangano is, right, imagine you go for the castle, and Viper comes with the monks, and suddenly there's a Mangano, which Viper doesn't know about. Even if he clicks the redemption, there's no way he gets it up, like, ever, fast enough, right? So that's how you go for these kind of castle drops. But, I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, TaToH did not do that. And now he will struggle because, I mean, the thing is, the Viper will quick up much faster than TaToH. And even if TaToH can quick up almost as fast, Viper can just go for the counter raid on the right side. And TaToH will be in a lot of trouble.
Let's see if we can see a transporter somewhere. Not yet. And the Viper, yeah, he is up. TaToH, I think he needs to sell some resources, and indeed he's selling all his stone and wood, so... yeah, so he will keep this hill, and that's a lot of important resources, but the Viper still 20 villages ahead.
So this is kind of a very interesting situation, because you kind of don't think you will win the trap war, in most cases. Double castle versus one castle, high ground, it's just not good, right? So it could be that Viper will just go from the right side and ignore the castle. I mean, ignore it on an extent he won't try to kill the castle. Yeah, like just try to keep map control, not let TaToH forward more, and just go on the right side and try to raid, because I'm not sure if he can actually win the trap war. I don't think it's possible.
Well, we will see, but even, like, what can he really trap? Yeah, he can trap some buildings, but, well, he can kill the castle as well. But most important thing is now that the Viper is actually sending villagers over, and that raid is so brutal because TaToH, as we all know, is playing this one TC only, so every villager he loses cannot be replenished at the moment.
Yeah, and it also is something similar that he did versus Yo, you know, basic scenario. He kept trading Yo all the time, Yo was dropping villagers all the time, and well, now it's basically the same scenario. He's trying to go for raid, that'll come in to counter that actually, so we'll be able to clean it up, but still, as Viper proceeds to Imperial, and this is where the Malian's Faster University will also hit in, if he wants to go for that bad BBC, because I think if he wants to punish the castle, it should be conscription from the castle, and like triple siege workshop bombard cannons, because I don't think the traps will be enough to push.
Yeah, I don't really think that going for a normal trap war is the best thing here, but yeah, where do I see siege workshops for the Viper? Not a single one out, and only 130 wood? Well, that won't really help.
So most likely he will go for the counter, like the full counter raid, especially once he sees TaToH actually, like, you know, okay, now TaToH is him, so like now it's even, you know, more common to do that.
And the Viper will play this elite skirms and block printing together with Theocracy. Oh, and TaToH will go for 4 traps instantly. We'll try to go for the full trap war. 1 TC still isn't going for a second one. Oh, he is going for a second one.
That's basically, yeah. That's actually nice. I like that because, well, again, it kind of becomes something that you see a lot in Arena. Like once you reach Imperial, once the trap war is in action, there's no reason not to add PCs, basically.
Oh, why is that?
Well, because the thing is that, like, how this is different from Arena, you will never squeeze your opponent in, right? So let's say TaToH pushes the left side, like, we will just see Viper booming the back, booming the right side. So adding the second TC is actually nice, because if you, like, keep forcing this villager reposition from Viper, you will slowly catch up. You know, like, again, it's like something very situational, but it might happen. I mean, I'm not saying it will now, but definitely could see something like that happen.
Okay. So a lot of cam archers here for TaToH. Now switching on to light cap with +1 defense as well. Let's take a look. The Viper now trying to go forward with all his traps. Is trying to play the trap tennis more. TaToH still having the hill. He needs to unpack. I think he needs to focus on the traps first.
TaToH should win this.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't have anything to repair at the moment. And Norms are out as well. Oh, I'm not sure if he wins. Yes, doesn't have any villagers. Well, TaToH getting all the monks without any losses, so that's good for him.
Yeah, definitely.
But now it's still 3 against 2. Oh no, it's 4 against 2 traps. Make that 3 against 2. Make that 3 against 1. Now trying to go for more repairs. TaToH, does he maybe have a shot? He has half the villager amount
he saved
of
it! On 3 HP, that's so
bombard
cute.
cannons. Let's take a look. How is
And this
TaToH
one's gonna struggle.
Oh, he needs to go for the bombard cannons. Needs to micro through.
Yeah.
I think he needs to commit here. He's getting all the bombard cannons. Scouts now out. Does maybe TaToH have a small timing where he can do the damage? It feels like the timing is now. If the Viper holds for another 2-3 minutes, he won the game. But if TaToH can maybe kill this castle, kill the bombard cannons, he will finish the game. But it feels like TaToH is losing a bit of too much of his camel archers.
Interesting position. First of all, Viper did not actually repair the trebuchet, which was kind of weird. The BBC actually do, like I already talked about it. It's really nice because when you're playing this scenario where it's like one castle, it's so hard to keep the trap production up. It just is. And now look at that. TaToH comes in, snipes the BBC just like that. Beautiful from TaToH. Look at that go. He does lose one trebuchet. He might be able to snipe a second BBC. He does. Oh man, that is just insane.
But still, he's so far behind when it comes to villagers, and just look at that, he's taking good fight after good fight, still 1k points behind. The Viper only now going for ballistics, and he is looking at pop 160 against pop 90. Well, TaToH is trying to play this all in on this hill, but no elite camel archer, no real tech advantage here. I believe this still looks pretty good for the Viper, especially now if he goes for some pikemen as well.
It just still be hard. I mean, obviously TaToH is playing on a low budget army basically, so it's pretty crazy. Well, TaToH really has to do a lot of damage right now. He really does have to do a lot of damage. Otherwise, he won't be able to do much. Okay, going to some raid, and now he sees the cat ram, so see how he deals with that. To be honest, now the pikemen come out, and that's 5 pierce armor pikemen. That's so nice.
He's splitting off some camels to go for the raid, but they won't do too much, especially because skirms are already chasing down there. Let's take a look. Caprams, can they do something against the traps? Looks like they get killed before that. Oh, ballistics only now for TaToH. I thought he had that for ages.
Yeah, me too. He was sniping those like BPCs so easily. I thought he has ballistics as well.
Oh. Okay, TaToH still trying
well,
to advance.
You can see he's slowly catching up, you know? I mean, obviously it's still a long way, but 75 villagers, that's not already that bad. And the thing is, Viper's not really close. Like, he's only now starting to siege the castle again, so it's not like, you know, TaToH's already losing ground. He's still in the same spot he was, basically. He can't push, but he's not also losing a lot. Only now
bombard cannon's so good, trying to go for the elite camel archer. Oh, that's not really working out too well. If he loses those traps, there's no answer to the traps of the Viper. One down, another one going down to 35 HP. Trying to snipe down. Well, that would be a nice pickup here. And now just going back, trying to fight down those pikemen. But so low HP traps here against 4 traps of the Viper. Not 100% sure how he can manage that. Nice debation here, having the runner over. Trying to go for the second trap. Will lose a lot of camel archers. Trying to repair the trap. This was a pretty good engagement here for TaToH.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, he has to defend it because like Viper's basically out of gold. He has 3,000 gold left on the north, and that's basically it. So he's obviously going for the trash, knowing he won't have that much gold anymore. So now he's just trying to fight it over, and it is the high grounds on the castles, but looks like they are going down. 1.2k HP, so hard to kill these. And now the cat trap coming, this is not good for TaToH at all. He will actually clean the trash, but he needs to go and punish those trebuchets really fast. Look at that, he's bringing more villagers to repair right now. Going crazy mode.
And probably even needs to fight down those rams with the villagers, going down to 250 HP. One trap going down. Oh god, he cannot repair anymore. This castle is going down. That's so ugly for him. Only now going for masonry, trying to fight down those rams. It feels like the Viper can clear this up. He's still 70 pop ahead.
This is crazy now. Just the thing is just spamming full trash. Like that's all it is, just spamming full on trash right now.
Yeah, but Marian's full trash, not too bad here. Even going for kills now as the Viper. He knows that he is struggling with gold. It feels like the Camel Archers won't be able to hold though.
I don't think they will. I mean, he has to do something else right now. This definitely won't work. Killing off another ram. The castle's under siege. It is 5.2k castle, so it will hold for quite some time. But at the moment, he still needs to fight for that gold, because, well, that's basically his win condition. Trying to keep Viper off gold, otherwise he will just get outmassed. Viper already transporting on the right side as well, so will start harass that right side TC as well soon. Already 2 scouts over there. He's spamming more and more, getting the white cam up there as well, and Tato has no response for this right now.
Yeah, and you're talking of win condition. Well, he will lose that castle, therefore he will lose the elite Camel Archer tech.
Yeah.
And yeah, all his hopes to stay in this game. Yeah, they did fight a nice fight. And look at the KD, 2-1 basically. But Tato, just 70 pop behind. I think he needs to tab out any moment.
Yeah, he lost so much villagers as well, trying to repair that castle, which is not going that good. Like, he was already in a pretty okay spot, but the thing is, Viper has that, like, if Viper would not have that extra gold in the north, we could see, you know, a little bit different game, but right now, Viper just playing it smart, going for the trash, realizing he won't have any gold, and, well, there's nothing Tato can do. He is probably going to call it any second now.
Yeah, and the
Once the castle goes down, basically.
Yeah, I think so as well. So we can do a countdown there in HP, 1447,
Yeah.
1082, and well, so on. But it's GG, just particularly before the castle actually goes down. And yeah, oh, look at that. The bull in the air. Could have finished off the castle with a hand of the ram.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Wow, what a good game. What a good game.
Yeah.
And Continental. It's
It's
turning
the
into my new
best.
favorite map. What's going on
Best.
here?
Yeah, it's like watching Baltic, but better.
Guys, something we've never seen before. 1-1, and the series could continue.
1-1, what is this?
Sick. What is this indeed? And let's take a look at the achievements. KD, so much better for Tato, going for the nice cost-efficient units, but just with such a low eco there, full attack with all his castles, and heavily behind when it comes to villagers and the whole eco. Was just brutal. Look at that, double,
And, you know,
half the food, half the wood.
it was pretty crazy, but at one point, Viper dropped like 110 villagers, and Tato was like 85 or something like that, so kind of unfortunate that he could not hold that hill, really, you know. Maybe if he would have chose a little bit better fights. I'm not really sure how he's supposed to do it. I'm just like dropping words basically right now, but he was actually catching up slowly.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
but like slowly it wasn't fast enough.
No, of course, yeah, like, cause like if he can't protect those goals, it's game over, really.
Okay.
That was all he had.
Okay, Dorado, what will we see? Indians against Chinese?
You're saying it like, yay.
Has to be it, right?
Yeah, probably.
I think it has to be it. So, talk to you pretty soon. Game number 3 coming your way.
Yeah, okay.
Just shortly. Cheers, guys. Absolutely right for a change. We can see Chinese for the Viper, and he is starting with the stable, and on the other side we have Tato starting with the stable as well, playing the Indians.
Yeah, and we already saw this matchup quite a bunch, but let's see what they do bring up, and maybe we'll see something that we haven't seen before. I doubt it, but you know, you never know. already Viper dropping the double house, and Tato was well already just even the way they place the buildings is just so smart. You know, starting the wall offs immediately, and it's really nice already. Tato securing himself the lumber spot. Look at that. He will be very happy with that.
Yeah, and again, they will play the version without berries and deer, as they should.
Yeah.
So, this will be so intense, and stealing even 2 sheep could be so crucial. And look at how much the Viper's already scouting again. And TaToH, oh, he's trying to go very aggressively there, but he goes over to the left-hand side, thinking that the Viper could be there, and he is running in such a wrong direction, I can't even describe it.
And look at that, Viper already with his 3k scouting now, half of the map almost already scouted from him, and it's not even 3-minute mark right now. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, trying to go for more walls on the left-hand side as well, but that means TaToH will have a nice pick-off here, most likely, and goes for the early bloodlines as well. The Viper could lose a scout here running through the TC, but, well, losing 1 villager at the start here, and Viper, he had 3 as an advantage, down to roughly 1.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, and well, that's actually a good deny. You know, you can call it luck or not, but it was pretty fortunate that TaToH did kind of not find Viper on the left side and then circled on the top. So I guess, you know, pretty nice from him, and it actually forces Viper to go kind of defensive a little bit. It's just circling around at the left side as well, trying to find out where TaToH actually is right now.
And yeah, he scouted everything there. And oh, let's take a look at the Viper. He isn't balling, and this could be another pickup here. But TaToH is retreating, but he's fighting now bloodlines against no bloodlines. I believe this should be a bit of a better fight here for TaToH. Obviously, villagers are helping out, so the damage output is a bit better here for the Viper, but more HP for TaToH, and he's trying to microback. Needs to go in though. Oh, sweetie.
That was so nice. That was actually so nice. He pulled off that 1 scout, and Viper actually chased that. And well, look at that now. He has the army advantage, and he picked up a villager.
Yeah,
that's
this
huge.
Feels like game number 1, right?
Yeah,
like
taking
the first good engagement, and now, yeah, somewhat in control here. Still bloodlines against no bloodlines, but finally the Viper is taking that as well. Starting with a bit less resources means you really need to have your 3 villagers extra to gather the resources first, to really get into the big advantage. Big walls here for the Viper, but he will finish those finally.
And, well, I mean, it's pretty crazy actually the lead he got just from that 1 fight, really. That is pretty nice. And also TaToH wall on the left side, he will...
Oh, Clapskis, did we lose you? Oh, seems like it. So, 14 now for TaToH even. Let's take a look how he will... Yeah. Let's try to fight then with a +1 attack. And yeah, as you can see, TaToH walling quite a lot here, creating a nice space for himself. And let's take a look at why he's not taking any engagements. He could be out on the map, or maybe just wants to see himself being walled up first. The Viper thinks, okay, I have bloodlines, I can maybe see or search for some aggression. TaToH even going for the +1 defense here. He is going ham when it comes to the upgrades. Probably will finish all those walls here in the back. And yeah, looks pretty nice for him. Let's take a look if he can find some damage. And yeah, thanks for the cheers, guys. And let me take a look. It's still, yeah, Klefke is not in TeamSpeak anymore. Let's hope he will be back at one point. The Viper now trying to wall more and more of this map. He has 2 more scouts, but the upgrade count is heavily in favor of TaToH. He should wait for more scouts though. Let's take a look how much they're producing. The Viper now goes up to 10 military, has 1 scout out there. At the same time, TaToH, is he trying to snipe something? Oh, he's actually running through. That could be heavy losses for him. I believe that isn't the greatest thing. That's a chance for the Viper to come back. He has a nice amount here. Yeah, he's heavily down when it comes to upgrades, but that doesn't really matter if you fight 9 against 5. Those 2 upgrades won't matter enough. TaToH, can he maybe get out there? Let's take a look. Oh, and that's a beautiful, beautiful trap wall here by the Viper. And yeah, TaToH in some trouble, I have to say. Let's take a look at his resources. The Viper still very low. And to get one villager off. TaToH is now taking this engagement as it seems, thinking, okay, I cannot do a lot, maybe can take one or two things off. Viper looking at 50 food at the moment. TaToH, well, he only started farming now as well. He isn't going for more scouts though. So the Viper now in a good spot, I have to say. Military count just brutal. 10-1. TaToH now going for more scouts. I'm not sure if I like that decision though. Going for the risky move here. He thought, okay, I had +1/+1. I could do the damage, but in fact, his numbers weren't high enough. Now trying to run around a bit more. Double bit X for the Viper. TaToH, he has a nice area to do some farming here in the back, but for now he needs to collect more wood first. Trying to go for more and more scouts. Yeah, this feels like a lot of catching up to do. Now, yeah, his ego advantage won't really, or his upgrade advantage won't really help him. He doesn't have the numbers. At the moment he's at 4. He's walled. Just go for castle fast as an option for TaToH. Well, somewhat, yeah, but he had like 4 farms when he lost all his scouts, so that just takes ages. And remember, Chinese, they have extra farmers as well, and the Viper, actually for the first time after a very long scout fight, we see someone mix in archers as well, as it seems. Look at that, heavily onto gold. And he is adding 1 archer range, maybe even goes for a second one. And then there's no more rewalling. And maybe TaToH will struggle, although he is walled here. Maybe even getting problems in Feudal Age. And second archer range, as expected. Wouldn't be surprised to see even fletching coming out. And the Viper will go for full aggression. Really, please let Slavska speak as well. No, going for solo cast now. Not 100% sure what's going on there with him. He's still not in TeamSpeak. And all those gates, they are going down quite fast, going for the locked. And does he need to go for 2 houses? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he's trying to go for the repair. Seems like he can do that. Fletching and now archers going to the front. TaToH is staying on scouts. I believe the Vipers should be up to castle age so much earlier. Let's take a look at his resources. Actually, he's still investing everything to the front. Double archery range. Oh. Well, that's interesting. TaToH now going for more houses. I remember the protection of the TC is not really there. Oh, TaToH, is he trying to take the engagement? Military count still 16-8. 2 more upgrades on the scouts. Nice micro here by TaToH. Oof. Has to go for more. His goal is on the outside as well. So he cannot really switch onto archers. And he's going for a second stable. Wheelbarrow now for the Viper. It's a nice full eco here in the back. And actually going for 3 stables. What the F? That's something I didn't expect. I'm both going for wheelbarrow now. Dead even on military count. Military. TaToH's trying to catch up. He will play this another Feudal Age all in. Against the Viper, who's playing this quite aggressively as well. But archers, they won't do too much. If they face scouts, bloodlines, +1/+1 as well. No stone on this map. You have 2 tiles of stone and a lot of stone in the middle. Let's take a look. The Viper, he's trying to fall back. TaToH's trying to take the engagement that he was trying to take for quite some time now. Still no forging for the Viper. TaToH, he is focusing down on all the scouts first. Now sending more and more scouts in from the back. It feels like TaToH will clear this all up. What a beautiful engagement by our Spaniard here. All the scouts are going down. The Viper is trying to find another engagement. Or another, yeah, placement there. 4 scouts, 4 archers left only, and suddenly TaToH 20 to 30 in KD, and he is looking 11 military to 6 military. Let's take a look. 170 food for him. The Viper has 300 more, and well, that was weird. And what is going on here? It looks weird. Let's take a look. Instant quick walls here by the Viper. Beautiful move. Going for 2 more barracks. What the hell? He is sitting behind walls, right? Why does he need to go for 2 more barracks? Okay, going for the archery ranges now. I believe just going for archers and repair should be enough. I'm a bit surprised by the choice here of the Viper. Maybe he thinks about the long run and just wants to go double pikeman. In addition to his archers. Beautiful engagement there earlier by TaToH. And the Viper will be clicking up any second now. I believe. Oh, TaToH's resources, look at that. He will click up any second now as well. What? I can't believe this game. It's absolutely neck and neck. Uh-oh. Let's take a look. Those scouts, can they crash through here? Not a lot of villagers around. Oh, actually, the Viper is sending them instantly. Can he get the quick walls up? TaToH. The Viper was trying to go for the walls over here, and now we can see the Viper absolutely aware of this. What a beautiful move. And we will go into Castle Age, probably with both players super even, and that's surprising to me. It felt like TaToH was so far out, but the power of the Indians, just having the production of all those villagers so much cheaper, and having all the upgrades before that he didn't need anymore, really gave him the big advantage. Viper trying to go for some scouts, or some scouting here at the front. Wants to see what TaToH is actually going for, but... Hello everyone, I'm doing some reruns of Clash of the Hippo 4 finals. It is TaToH playing against the Viper. It was a best of 9 match. Happened last October 2017 as a hype for an upcoming tournament this very weekend. I don't want to talk too much. Enjoy the show. The Viper just continues to go for pikeman. He will have the big aggression. And pikeman, crossbowman, they will perform pretty well against all those light cav. TaToH will have quite nice numbers. Can he maybe add... Well, he will get a TC up in the middle as it seems. Oh, is this... No, it's not open. 4-3 behind there. Boy. My nerves. Seems like TaToH will get a TC up. Needs to build it instantly. It's going for light cav, husband to enter +2 defense. Pikeman, bowsaw, crossman, and forging here for the Viper. Forging could have been a bit earlier. So no upgrades on his crossman for the castle age at the moment. TaToH tries to be annoying. He sees that there is a potential engagement coming up. Tries to debate maybe a bit. Poof, tough spot for him. And he's now switching onto 2 archery ranges. Probably wants to go for some skirmishers. I think he needs to run with those villagers. Oh boy, why is he not reacting at all? That's pretty ugly for him. I even hear camels. I'm not sure if camels is now the best reaction. I believe going for elite skirmishers would be a bit better. TaToH still not finding the openings that he was looking for. Yet the army advantage for such a long time now. And those pikemen, they are just so good. Oh, TaToH only now going for double Bact. That's way too late. That really hurts his eco. And this CC is not going up. And yeah, since he built some camels, he doesn't have the gold at the moment to tech for all the elite skirmishers and +2 attacks that he wants to go for. Well, let's take a look. Viper isn't heavily on to the upgrades here as well. How can TaToH engage this? Looks like that's a beautiful surround. Gets a lot of damage done, and those crossmen are heavily under upgraded. Look at that, only +1 attack, no +2 for attack this far, and no defense. Now skirmishers coming from the side. Botkin arrow for both players, trying to focus down those camels. We can see the Viper now going with knights. some light cav coming over as well, trying to clear up all this, and another beautiful positioning here by the Viper and TaToH. What a weird army composition here. Few late skirmishes and light cav on El Dorado, but that's mainly because you don't have that much gold. Let's take a look at the Viper. How much gold does he have left? 250, so he needs to think about the middle here as well. And yeah, soon we will have Klevska's back, and I cannot message him or anyone else, or all the other guys will have the password, so I need to pull him in here. That's what I will do. And I overscrolled myself, sorry for the small interruption, but now we are back into this. Elite skirmishes now is the most important tag, and no worries at all, mate. We're still in a very intense fight here. I believe elite skirmishes, they can do quite a bit. The Viper trying to take the engagement. I believe the third archery range could even be an option. Sounds super weird though.
Yeah, I'm catching up on 22 minutes. Give me like 1 more minute. Sorry, my electricity dropped like 5 times.
Okay. No worries.
Okay. I should be live in like 1 minute right now. I'm 24 minutes right now.
TaToH tried to chase down the Viper, got a TC up in the meanwhile. So now he's back onto gold again. Skirmishers now doing what they do best, fighting down crossbowmen, fighting down pikemen, and at the moment, the Viper, what can he really do? He's somewhat on stone. TaToH is somewhat on stone as well. Or, yeah, he has still 2 villagers left there. Now sending mass villagers to the front, going for the siege workshop. And the Viper is going for the siege workshop as well. So the Magnal dance will begin now.
And Tato really needs to get those golds out, otherwise he will be in such a bad spot, to be honest. There's no gold in the bank at all.
Yeah, but TaToH still has a lot of his main gold left.
Yeah, that's true, but it's so under like a lot of harassment, and you don't really want to TC that unless you're like really forced to. So he really wants to go for that middle one where he TC'd. So we're gonna have to see how the mango micro will work, to be honest.
Yeah. Logistics now for the Viper, and let's see. It feels like both are rushing to a castle. The Viper at 460 stone, TaToH at 350, but only 1 villager on gold here. At the moment, it seems like Mangonels are more important. And where can the Viper build his castle? I don't really see a safe position at the moment. It feels like TaToH has quite a lot of control in the middle, and this is still a super even game, although it got so scrappy so many times.
Oh, look at the reaction, immediately popping in on the TC, not even taking that mangonel shot to the villager. So that was really nice reaction. And at this moment, yeah, TaToH really could be forced to go back on his main gold. He's protecting it with the elite skirmishers, but here comes the Viper castle. And what does TaToH do?
And TaToH, not 100% sure. He's sending some villagers forward, but that won't be enough. I believe this castle will go up quite easily. 2 Mangonels. I believe the Viper is just securing the win here. TaToH's reaction is too late, no Mangonels at the front, and this tower even taking some damage. Yeah, the Viper will still have a lot of army, or like TaToH will still have a lot of army left, but this castle is going up, and yeah, this is out of stone, out of gold. Yeah, this is game over, I'm pretty sure.
And like, there's no way you can actually kill it. There just isn't a scenario. Crazy.
Okay, so what is the options now for TaToH? Maybe run around and try to kill all the ego of the Viper? Well, it is super exposed, but yeah, he is
right
walled
side,
quite
so
a
you
bit.
have to go to the left.
Has another extra TC, and even there the Viper has some Mangonels out, and now he could go for Chukunus as well, which are super nice to protect Mangonels as well. Let's take a look, no ground attack here, but those light cap will just fall against all those masses of camels, pikemen and crossbowmen here. TaToH has no option. What is he producing at the moment?
I mean, best case scenario is he milks the market to get out crabs, but it just seems so like really just not doable, to be honest. I mean, there just isn't a scenario where he can actually do anything to just get gold.
Or maybe do some great micro against the Mangonels here. That's a 1-for-none trade. Oh, they're dancing so nicely.
Yep.
Oh, TaToH, okay. That was close.
That was pretty okay, yeah. But I mean, he's literally on elite skirmishers. Viper's booming out. He has the villager lead, so even eco-wise, TaToH is behind, and he has no map control at all, basically.
Yeah, it seems like the Viper's even switching onto Knights now. Look at that, adding 2 more stables,
Yeah,
going for the
that's
+1
nice.
defense. He will just wreck all those skirmishers. And he still has all the control. He can just build a second castle whenever he wants. Well, he still needs to get more stone, obviously. But he has a Choconu possibilities, mangonels as well. And he's even running around trying to go for more kills.
Definitely, and I mean, question really is, even if TaToH can hold, what can he do? Like, Viper can just boom up to that Imperial while putting on the castle at pressure with the Knights. He's already raiding the bottom TC a little bit. Will back off, the crossbows come in now. So basically TaToH is forced to do full-on elite skirmisher and full-on pikeman. So, I mean, how are you going to push with that really?
Yeah, no chance. TaToH now going for ballistics for his skirms, but well, there aren't a lot of skirms left pretty soon. And it feels weird, but yeah, the Viper's actually going for mass knights here against an Indian player, and it's the right decision.
Yeah, definitely is.
22 villages ahead. TaToH is trying to go for a sneaky attack at the right hand side, but I think we won't even see an engagement. Once he sees like 6 knights with +2 coming over, he will just tap out instantly.
I think you should. Like, there's really no point prolonging this game, to be honest. There just isn't.
And here they come. GG in 3, 2, 1. Mangonel's going down. Why is he playing?
Yeah, he will call it in probably 1 minute.
Why? Like, he's losing all his aggression. He knows he has no shot for the middle.
He will call it in like 38, 20, 38, 30.
No, that makes no sense. He just lost all his army. Why would he
I have
call
no idea.
after?
He probably like just, you know, thinking
Oh,
about
he's building another
something.
house. But like, what is he thinking?
I have no idea.
Okay, what is
There's
he
no way he wins.
producing? He has no gold control at the moment. He's going for some skirms. Did he prepare rams? No. He's going for barracks. Trying to go for another TC. Look at, like, why did he resign without anything changing? That was
I
a
have
bit
no
confusing.
idea.
Well, okay. Well, doesn't matter. Like, just to think 1 more minute and
Yeah,
then
probably.
realize the situation. Can't fault him for that. It wasn't like too long. But
It was totally fine, yeah.
for sure.
I mean, maybe he was thinking, you know, about what he did wrong, basically, and how to approach the next game.
Yeah, maybe that. And for the first time ever, the Viper is leading this finals 2-1 here.
Pretty crazy.
And this castle, yeah, that's just
Yeah, that was
so
game
good of the
deciding.
Viper. He has, like, this is one of his big beauties. Like all the Gold Rush games, he has kind of the same army in castle, but then he has like 8 villagers suddenly on stone, gets a castle up, and has the full control. It's so weird how he does that.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate, really. Like, there's nothing you can do when that castle goes up, basically.
Yeah, it was over. He needs to have the siege workshop out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, he had the siege workshop out, but he just couldn't queue the mango because he had no gold. Kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay. And let's take a look at the Civ picks this time now. So we are out of Chinese and out of Indians. So most likely on, well, Bog Islands now, we will see Vikings against Italians. No way around it, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, it has to be this. Okay, what's like, we know what TaToH is going for. He will send like 4 villagers over, we'll wall them in, we'll build 1 dock, and then later we'll go for a second dock. And we'll try to build 1 demo first, then we'll go for 5 galleys and try to move out. What should the Viper do to, what should the Viper do to counter that?
Well, there's really, I mean, what can he do, right? So first of all, it does have the Italians, but if Tato goes for the aggressive side, he won't be able to weigh out as much fishing ships as he did versus MBL.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm not, honestly not sure. I mean, I'm like as confusing as on water as it gets, really.
Yeah, it is pretty weird, and Bog Island's a beautiful map with this
Yeah, it
field
is. It
venture
is.
around. And yeah, let's jump into this game number 4. They aren't taking long pauses here. Classes, take it away.
Okay, so Viper playing on Italian, saw him like with that against MBL was absolutely beautiful. He played really nice, was controlling the game really easily, and now already going for the front dock. On the other side, we have Tato playing on the Vikings and already docking on the top side as well. So let's see, double dock already from Tato really early on. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't expect that. That's a total
Yeah,
different approach here.
already taking full on wood as well, so going really aggressive right now.
Oh, huh.
Interesting.
Tato. And front lumber camp here as well. Probably wants to go for the biggest. Good. Not sending a single villager on food as well. So seems like maybe even wants to go for the wood upgrade. So does the Viper. Interesting.
Oh, you can't keep him up, that's for sure. Yeah, the one dock's like constantly idle right now from Tato.
Yeah, it's more like he will soon go back. And not going for the wood upgrade just yet. This will be pretty interesting. No one going for any land units as it seems, right? Yeah, and that's what he said before. It feels like water is more important at the moment. And for one demo now as well.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. If you look at the land, there's only that width of the land and so much for the water. It kind of makes sense that the water does give you more options. And already far guy with Viper coming out, so just scouting around, seeing what's happening. And yeah, well, Tato's still idling the docks quite a bit, so we're gonna have to see how that will go.
Oh, Tato, nice wall off here. Let's take a look. Only 2 galleys out so far, idling the CC a bit because he wanted to go for the wood upgrade. And now he's going out as it seems.
I guess so. Well, I mean, that's just classic Tato really at this point. Doing what Tato does.
And oh, Demo shouldn't lose his life to the scout. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, should be fine.
This is the least killing Bog Island we have seen in a very long time. 5 minutes and not a single dead unit so far.
It's a pretty passive one, and I mean, this is the highest level, so I'm pretty happy to see that the games are somewhat more passive, somewhat more calculated, and they're trying to find the right approach. Because at the moment, like, Tato's just patrolling on the top side, trying to find the sneak. Even, oh, looks like he wants to pick up the scout, actually. No, he's just... Okay, wants to pick up the scout. So, really passive right now. Just both kind of keeping their map control on their sides, really.
Oh, interesting move here. And Tato now going for the Rhino as well. He's staying with all his galleys, pretty active. Trying to kill the scout of the Viper. To get some water buffaloes and trying to wall the map a bit more. Needs to switch on to gold pretty soon though.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, Viper already taken a little bit of gold. And actually, Blacksmith from Viper coming out. So wants to rush on that fletching by the looks of it. He does have some galleys of his own now out. Obviously, Vikings only galleys out. No fire galleys for Vikings. And now trying to micro it a little bit. Well, I think the fletching will be actually huge for Viper.
Yeah, absolutely agrees. And he even has a fishing ship squeezed out, so that's pretty nice for him. And Tato, he needs to get fletching, otherwise he has like no real chance to ever engage this.
It's kind of funny, right? Viper going for the fire galleys, then a little bit of galleys, and still getting faster fletching right now.
Yeah, his eco seems to be so much better.
Yeah.
Just the a bit more passive start. I believe the second dog maybe was a big problem there by TaToH.
Yeah, he went second Doc and he went second LC as well. Viper is still on 1 LC, so did save some wood there as well. Now look at TaToH cannot fight versus that at all.
Oh, needs to run. His KD is 2-0, but lost a lot of HP on those galleys. Now needs to run, and his lumber camp at the front is pretty exposed. Needs to go on to gold ASAP. Doesn't even have enough gold to get fletching now. And
yeah, that is bad.
Losing the first galley over here. But now going over and trying to maybe go for some raids. Let's take a look. Viper seems to be willing to intercept him.
He is, and I mean, Viper's happy fighting, you know, Viper's definitely happy taking this fight, especially because of the fletching, and he's just forcing TaToH to just, you know, basically run away all the time, and look at that, he's picking everything up. Oh man,
that's so huge. Ugly for him, and look at that, TaToH throwing his whole advantage there, or not his whole advantage, I'm not even sure if he had an advantage, but that was just so bad for him. They're losing basically 3 galleys there for free. Now trying to go for the sneaky raid. We'll probably get 1 villager, but yeah, that will be it.
I mean, there was nothing he could have done, really. There was nothing he could have done at all.
Huh. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's just so ridiculous how the Viper was able... Look at... Yeah, he just sacrificed villager production to get fletching out a bit earlier.
He actually lost a lot of the villagers from the demo on the lumber camp. Yeah, I see, thanks. TaToH blew up like 3 or 4 villagers with a demo ship, which we both missed.
Yeah, feels bad, man. Okay.
Yeah.
And... Well, where was that? I don't really see...
On the lumber camp, yeah, you can see like skeletons there. On the Viper's lumber camp.
Okay, yeah, I can see them now. And we saw the demo before, so yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so TaToH, he has fletching. And maybe he can get up to more army at the moment. Military 11-4. So that's pretty damn brutal.
Yeah, but the Viper's keeping the control. I mean, look at that, denying both of the goals potentially. And TaToH actually struggling, denying the lumber camp as well. So those are 2 lumber camps, 200 wood that TaToH cannot do anything with. And now Viper's gonna find the last lumber camp as well if he gets lucky there. And that's so huge, actually.
Yeah, needs to pull over the villagers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't be too important. And what did he just kill there? Was that a rhino? Seems like it, right?
I think it was, yeah. I think it was.
Actually, it looks like 3 rhinos. No, that's 2 rhinos and a buffalo. Something like that. And yeah, TaToH needs to pull all those villagers over. Okay. That's a small win here for TaToH. But he's still 6 villagers ahead and wheelbarrow. So we need to take that into consideration still.
I mean, he just needs to get the military down right now. Oh, but look at that, Viper diving under the tower now, gonna pick up a Vil, go back as well. He did break the palisade, right? So TaToH wants a quick wall it. Can he actually get it? Oh no, he's gonna go back actually. I'm not sure if he wanted to wall it or not. Where was he actually going?
I think he wanted to wall it, but then defended the top, and yeah, it didn't really work out. Okay, then let's take a look how this continues. Well, military count, TaToH is slowly catching up. Points still super even. Feels like we called this a bit early. Again, the caster's curse. Let's take a look. TaToH, 77 food. On the other side, we have, not really a lot of food here for the Viper as well. And now TaToH, he's closing this down quite nicely.
He definitely is, and now he's finally just playing a little bit more confident, you know, trying to go for the fight. Is even on the upgrades, so does not actually feel scared. Well, it will be interesting what he can actually do. Viper actually with a triple dock, so going pretty aggressive on the water. And now look at TaToH immediately adding a triple dock of his own, just like that.
Oh, where is it? Trying to find the
left side,
dock.
Above the tower.
Left side. Oh yeah, I can see it now.
Okay.
Okay, even military count. Actually, the Viper losing one there. Not 100% sure what that was. Also, one fish for the Viper, but he squeezed out quite early.
Yeah, and you know, just the lead that TaToH gets from extra bills and a wheelbarrow. I mean, look at that. All those resources basically are spent into those towers. So TaToH actually does not get behind from just building those towers resource-wise because he has the villager lead and the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, and he's even going for a fourth dog now.
Oh
That's
yeah,
more than we expected, right?
a little bit,
normally
I
you
would
see-
say. Yeah.
Normally you see 3, then the rush to castle age because the micro is just so much more important. But look at that now. TaToH can actually run around. He knows he is safe with his two defensive towers there at home. So was trying to go for it, but now the dance continues. And look at the KD again.
Yeah, I mean, TaToH just controlling it right now, going for the micro. Who can actually win it? Looks like Viper does have a little bit more there, so TaToH actually going back a little bit. And well, he has the 4 dogs, so if he really wants to punish, he could with the numbers.
But TaToH needs to make it happen now. Going for a 5th dog, he needs to attack absolutely now. Because he has at the moment 20 food and the Viper is up to castle age. And that's what I said, like 5 dogs, that's not really what you normally go for.
Yeah, that's true. It's like he kind of thought he was very, very behind, even though he wasn't. Because he's going really aggressive right now. Even though he's defending, like he's going like 4 dogs, 5 dogs if you count the one he was trying to build, and he's building it now on the top. But he's actually defending, like not attacking at all.
Oh, let's take a look what he's trying to go for. Can he trap the army of